tonight, what show is better, Snowfall or Ozark? Also, a major melee broke out outside a beauty supply store in Clayton County, Georgia. We're going to cover that. And also, Rickey Smiley goes on a huge rant about bashing black folks who don't intend to vote for Kamala Harris. All that and more on tonight's edition of Up to Speed with Trip Simpson. We'll be right back.
I'd rather get it out the mud than get it for free. I'd rather settle it up front than run and retreat. I son these niggas just for fun, no need for caprice. And if you tell me that I'm done, you must think I'm deceased. With every breath I take, I'm taking it further. Fuck the world a couple times and deserter. Killing niggas off with every word. I'm talking first degree murder. Just sit back, relax, be the observer. See niggas really want me out of line. I'm seeing the signs. Every time I speak what's on my mind, I'm reaching divine. No, I need my mental realign, so I'm taking my time. But I can't let these people just define what they don't understand. I'm a real nigga, it's deep in my veins. And if you cut me open right now, you'd understand the reason I speak with the pain. I know a lot of people seek my defeat and it's strange, cause they gon' be the real reason I peak with the fame. All these opinions from people who never made it, I truly would rather speak with the greatest. I'm talking Drake, Cole, and Lil Wayne. Man, I know I ain't famous, but I'ma make them seek me out when they play this. The name is King Art, reppin' that Southeast. Niggas always doubt me, but I keep it real. Other niggas hella mouthy. Pillow talking niggas always saying shit about me. Every time we bring it up, the conversation get cloudy, so I learn to move different. I never ask for permission, only forgiveness from the people who would choose to listen. A lot of niggas turn they back, I guess they mood switching. I tried to hold it all in, but man, it's too tempting. Listen, we don't compare, I thought you knew different. I thought you knew better than this, I guess you fools slipping. See, jealousy gon' take control and have you tomb digging. And we gon' leave you in that bowl like the spoon missing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Up to Speed with Trip Simpson. I am your host, Trip Simpson, in the building. Hold on real quick. God, Lord. I'm to my IG feed. Okay, all right, boom, we back up on IG. All right, welcome back to another episode of Up to Speed with Trip Simpson. I am your host, Trip Simpson, in the building.
The first of his name, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
That's right. And before we get this live stream started tonight, first and foremost, you know, we got to handle business.
Family moving up in the business. I know you're going to look after family.
What family you talking about, Ice?
Fuck, I look invisible, nigga.
That's right, I'm not invisible. So do me a favor, if you're watching live on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that share button. If you are watching live on Facebook and Instagram, hit that like button, hit that share button. Also, no matter what platform you're watching on, don't forget to utilize the live chat. Don't forget to utilize the live chat. The live chat definitely helps out the algorithm, ladies and gentlemen. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please do not forget to hit that super chat. Oh, right there. Don't forget to hit that super chat. Help the show. You know, I don't ask for much, but you know, if you got it, go ahead and get it. All right? Anyways, got a few topics I want to talk about tonight. The first topic is one that really just kind of racked my brain a little bit. I really didn't get it, right? So I was at work last night. I was at work last night, and I was arguing with one of my homeboys about television shows, right? And I was giving my top 5 television shows of all time, which is Game of Thrones, Ozark, Breaking Bad, The Wire, and Star Trek. Now, let me pause real quick. I never really watched Star Trek. My dad used to watch it, but what I do know about Star Trek is, based on the sheer numbers alone, Star Trek is one of the greatest TV shows of all time. So you got to put Star Trek on that list. All right? But anyway, nonetheless, Game of Thrones, Ozark, Breaking Bad, The Wire, and Star Trek. Solid top 5, right? But I was rudely interrupted by my homeboy who insisted that Snowfall should have been on my list. Snowfall. And I'm looking at this nigga like, really? Snowfall? Over what show? And he says, well, for starters, over Ozark. He's tripping. Over Ozark. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, people. Snowfall was a pretty good show. I watched it in its entirety, even after John Singleton died. I still watched it. Even after John Singleton died, I still watched it, which was challenging at times because the show was just taking all type of crazy twists and turns, right? But let's not get it twisted. Snowfall is in no way, shape, or form in the same stratosphere as Ozark. I'm talking budget-wise, acting-wise, actor and actress-wise, suspense, level of interest from the public, profit-wise, the manner in which the show was shot, and most importantly, the writing of the show. I mean, you would think that all these things would be evident to the average person with 2 eyes and an 8th grade education. But apparently it's not. Apparently it's not. So what I decided to do, I decided to record this man, of course, with his permission. So I recorded him speaking his thoughts on Snowfall versus Ozark. And I put it on Instagram and I posted a poll. Let me show you the poll. Let me pull that poll up. Let me show y'all this. That's the poll. That is the poll, man. Get it better. That's the poll.
Hey, yo, baby, where you at?
Y'all see this? Do y'all see this? 60% of the Negroes polled in this particular poll said that Snowfall was better than Ozark. Over 60%. And this is how I know that there's either a serious comprehension issue in the black community, or we're just so obsessed with racial identity that it's starting to cloud our judgment. I mean, for the life of me, I don't understand how 65% of the people polled, and yes, they were all black, picks Snowfall over Ozark. That's like picking Paid in Full over Casino. That's like picking Four Brothers over Goodfellas. That's like picking The Butler over freaking JFK. Matter of fact, that's like picking The Water Boy over Forrest Gump.
Blood clot.
I don't know though. Maybe I'm crazy. But I ain't fooling with you Negroes and your half-ass race-based opinions. I can't do it. I can't do it no more, man. Now, you can take my black card and don't invite me to your raggedy-ass cookouts. On second thought, though, I might slide through the cookout. But you can keep that raggedy-ass black card. It ain't worth a damn anyways. It ain't worth a damn. But real talk, man. Real talk. Niggas got to get that shit together, man. It's no way you picking Snowfall over Ozark. It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense. Shout out to my man, Sue the Sigma. He says, we idolize criminality in fashion, music, and all forms of entertainment. The blackness of it all. Facts. Facts. You ain't never lied, bro. Shout out to Sue the Sigma. Good man, man. But anyways, speaking of ignorant ninjas, Have y'all seen this mess in Clayton County, Georgia? Have y'all seen this shit in Clayton County, Georgia? Now, just when I think things can't get any worse, the state of Georgia says, hold my beer. All right? Check this out. Check this shit out. All right. Let's get to this motherfucker. All right, this shit's crazy, y'all. Check this out.
Well, we got some breaking news right now at 6 o'clock. Two chaotic scenes in Metro Atlanta after a local nightclub and a beauty mart are evicted and their merchandise is thrown out into the parking lots, attracting huge crowds.
Take a look at this scene over the beauty mart in Clayton County. The content.
Real quick. Shout out to my man Big Truck's review. Excuse me, Big Truck Series review. Hey, real quick, man, head on over to the YouTube page. I got the link. To call in. Pinned to the top. So if you want to join the conversation a little bit later, I'd love to hear your point of view on the things we've been talking about tonight. Shout out to, like I said, Big Truck Series Review. I see him in the Instagram chat. But anyways, let's get back to this video.
Of the store just piled up outside there, the crowd being blocked by a ring of sheriff's deputies. And in Buckhead, people flocking to the Red Martini Lounge to grab bottles of alcohol that were thrown out in boxes. We have crews at both scenes for you tonight.
We're going to begin tonight with Molly Oak. She's live near that beauty mart in Riverdale. This is right along Upper Riverdale Road. So Molly, things out there are pretty tense, right?
And just within the past 10 minutes or so, Ron and Jennifer, about a half a dozen dump trucks showed up behind me, along with a couple of trailers. So add that equipment to hundreds and hundreds of people, plus a ton of law enforcement. I want you to take a look from the skies. This is from our chopper video that we got hours earlier. Now, the sheriff's office did confirm deputies were carrying out an eviction, but that's all they would tell us. Now, what you're seeing here is piles of merchandise filling the parking lot, surrounded by law enforcement. County records tell us the beauty mart owner was evicted over $15,000 of back rent. Now, this is what we saw when we got on scene. Wigs, eyelashes, jewelry, and beauty supplies. And again, tons and tons of people. Now, when
It's hood rat heaven out there. It's hood rat heaven. Now wait till you see who they interview on this damn. Wait till you see this, man.
When we arrived, people were continually asking why they couldn't take any of the stuff. Now, with law enforcement throwing yellow tape around that pile while also loading items onto their trucks. Here's how people out here describe the scene.
We like free stuff, so we came out here to get all this free stuff, but then the car saying you can't get the free stuff because the people want to take it. And how y'all gonna take some stuff that ain't even yours? It's free.
So I got my 2 baskets, I took the bus or whatever, to get down here to get some free stuff. Take the weed and leave the money though.
Take the wall and left the wall.
Bruh, what do we have going on here? What do we have going on here? What is going on with you Negroes in the state of Georgia? Like, these people are lined up like they're going to go get tickets to go see Taylor Swift. They got traffic backed up to the highway over some cheap wigs and cheap beauty supply products. And this is the group of people who you tell me I need to listen to? This is the group of people I need to listen to. Listen to black women. Vote for Kamala Harris. No offense, because I know all black women ain't down with this dumb shit. I know it's not all of y'all. But y'all don't denounce this type of shit. And yes, we're looking at a black man right there, but he thinks he's a black woman. So there's that. Let's get it.
We're already in a recession. Times are hard. Why not just let us get the items and invest and be okay? We are Black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the products? Let us get the tools. Any other eviction.
Bro, it's just the audacity to me. Like, these people are sitting out there like they actually deserve this shit. This is why people don't take us seriously, man. Look at the entitlement. Listen, look at the entitlement. And then she I don't know how we always manage to do this. We always manage to make ourselves victims when there's no victimhood here. As a Black woman, blah, 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 blah. What does that have to do with anything? Let's go back. Listen to the audacity in her voice, bro. These are the people that you want my kids to go to public school with the children that these women are raising.
Blood clot.
You got to be out your mind.
And be okay. We are Black women. We care about our crown. Why not give back to the community and let us get the products? Let us get the tools. Any other eviction.
So now you're getting a live look at what's happening now. In the distance, I can see folks throwing those supplies into the dump trucks. Now, just for some perspective, we have been out here for hours, but when we were trying to get out here, traffic was backed up onto 75. One, because there were so many people, and then you add law enforcement was rerouting people, blocking off entrances to the property. It took us more than 30 minutes just to get a half a mile. So a ton of people wanting to be right here on this parking lot in Riverdale tonight. Reporting live in Clayton County, Molly Oak, 11 Alive News.
All right, Molly, thanks a lot.
Okay. All right. Foolishness. Complete foolishness. All right, now. So first off, to all my strong, independent queens, this ain't a good look. All these people showing up to get some cheap ass, low budget beauty supplies to the point where they cause a goddamn traffic jam. That's a serious problem. Now, although I want to go in on y'all for participating in this ignorant shit, I think more of the blame should go on to the police. Now, unless there's some law in Clayton County that protects retailers from getting their shit stolen after eviction, they should have let them ignorant ass Negroes have at it. They should have let them have at it. Now, why are you wasting taxpayers' resources to protect a business that was clearly negligent of its responsibility of their lease? Negligent to the point where they racked up $15,000 in back rent. Them scumbags deserve to get their shit taken. Yeah, it's a bad look for Black women. It's a bad look for Black women to be out here protesting and arguing over a bunch of damn junk that they don't need and that makes them look like cartoon characters from the 80s. But they're not breaking no laws. They're not breaking any laws. When anyone else gets evicted, their shit gets thrown out onto the street and everybody can claim it at that point. The same should be true for this bum-ass store owner. The same should be true for him. But I digress. Shout out to Timothy Duncan on Instagram, says this is not what they meant by reparations. Facts. Shout out to Big Truck Series Review. I can barely read my Instagram screen, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me. They are not queens, and we need to stop calling them that. Facts. Oh my God. And ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you guys, we are going to do an open forum tonight. If you would like to join the forum, you can go to my YouTube page at Trippin' Ain't Easy TV on YouTube. Click the link at the top of the chat, at the top of the live chat, and I'll let you in the discussion that we're going to have very soon. Now, let's get to this Rickey Smiley situation. And then I'm going to bring on my guests. And if anybody else wants to join, I'll click you on in and we can have this discussion. All right. So earlier today, or shit, maybe it was yesterday, I don't know. I saw it today. But anyway, Rickey Smiley went on a damn 10-minute rant bashing black folks who aren't rocking with Kamala Harris. And just like your typical compromised, scared old nigga, all he did was babble and make himself sound like a gutless, emotionally charged sellout. See, that's what these scared old niggas do, man. That's what these scared old niggas do. They want to babble. They want to babble. And a lot of times it's these celebrities, scared old nigga celebrities, that we hear from time and time again with their gutless, emotionally charged rhetoric that's gonna have us traveling in the same goddamn circle we've been traveling in for 60 to 70 years. So without wasting any more time, let's go to the videotape. Y'all gotta see this. Y'all got to see this. Give me 1 second. People, all right, let's go.
On the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 24 minutes after the hour, y'all got the front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Here's what's happening in news. Vice President Kamala Harris and Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota held their first joint campaign rally together in Philadelphia. Kamala Harris praised Walz going down his list of titles from coach to congressman and even military veteran. She ended his introduction, Rickey, saying, and in 91 days, the nation will know Coach Walz by another name, Vice President of the United States. Are you excited about Tim Walz? I already know the answer to that question.
Always.
What excites you the most about him?
Pause. Bro, ain't no way you're gonna ask me no question like that and I'm just gonna answer the question straight up. What makes you excited about Tim Walz? What makes you excited about him? Here you go, Rickey Smiley. Let's go, man.
Just that he's just a regular, like he remind you of your high school principal. He remind you of your high school football coach, and he was a football coach that led his team to a national, not national, but to a state championship. And he is just awesome. He's for the people. He stand up for women's rights, and he's a popular governor in the great state of Minnesota, which Trump won into.
Real quick, hey, how's the audio? Is the audio good? Press 1 if the audio is good. Somebody said something about the audio on the Instagram feed. Just want to make sure the audio is good. All right, let's go.
2016, that state was picked off by Joe Biden, and I think we'll definitely get his state and the state of Pennsylvania as well. Either one of those governors would have been a great choice for Kamala Harris. I'm just sick of the black people on the internet talking about I'm not with her. Okay, so if you're not with her, that means you with Trump. And y'all need to block every last one of their asses on Facebook and on Instagram and social media and stop. Like, that just...
So wait a minute. So because somebody says they're not with Kamala, that means they're with Trump. Now, yes, I'm with Trump. You can see the shit in my background. Let's go.
Look at my African American.
I'm with Trump.
Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about?
But everybody that is against Kamala Harris doesn't mean that they with Trump. They just can't stomach this broad. They can't stomach her. And I want y'all to notice something. You'll hear it later on in his rant. And this is no disrespect to all my homies and family members who are in Divine Nine organizations, right? No disrespect to y'all. No disrespect to all my family and friends that went to HBCUs and attained some level of notoriety. No disrespect to y'all, because everybody ain't like that. But it's those Negroes who are pushing this shit on everybody else because they have the loudest voices. It's those Negroes. It's always one of these Negroes in these Greek organizations or one of these niggas that graduated from Howard that's doing this and that in life, whatever. I ain't hating, but because if you went to a HBCU or you're in a Greek organization, y'all got to start checking these niggas and stop being silent, putting this nonsense on the rest of us, bro. I don't know many black people that actually like Kamala Harris. I don't know. The ones I do know fit that category. No disrespect to them, but they fit that category. Anyway, you'll see. Let's continue.
That's just garbage.
Yeah.
It's just garbage.
Can
Everybody
we be
got to
united
find,
on anything? Yeah.
Can't agree on a damn bucket of chicken. One person want a hot dog.
I always complain.
Black folks get on my damn nerves, man. Why everybody making all these celebrities making all these videos going off on?
Why do we have to all agree? I don't understand why we all have to agree. Why do I have to agree with you just because we both happen to be black? Like, that's the dumbest shit ever. No other ethnicity operates like that. If you look at any other ethnicity in America, there's a significant part of the population that goes red, and it's another significant part that goes blue. The next closest group to us is Hispanics, and they're like 60-40. 60 blue, 40 red. But depending on who's running, sometimes it's 40 to 50 something. But no other group says, yeah, we're giving it all out. We're all gonna do the same thing, give all our vote to the same people for 70 years in a row and get nothing. I mean, it's the stupidest shit ever. It's the stupidest shit ever. I don't get it. Anyway, let's continue.
Kamala Harris and stuff, and then the black men, Kamala Harris didn't prosecute you and treated you bad in court. I got treated bad in court too, but I'm with her. Because a vote for her, if you sit at home and you don't support her, you are definitely supporting Donald Trump. You can vote for who you want to, but don't be trying to encourage other people and sit up there and put bad stuff. Where's that same energy for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just.
He's not saying anything. How long has he been talking? He's been talking for 2 minutes. 2 minutes into his rant, and he hasn't given us one good reason that we should vote for Kamala Harris. Not one good reason. Besides the fact that he doesn't like Donald Trump. That's the only reason that he has.
It's like, don't vote for him. It is what it is.
Y'all not even out here doing real research to look at her record. If you do the research or whatever, stop believing everything you read and do real research, you can see what her record is.
If you do real research and look what her record is, you're gonna dislike her even more. But damn, you don't even really need to do research. Look at how the country has been ran for the past 4 years. Look at the things that she's starting to promise out of her mouth. The things that she's promising to the American people right now on her campaign, she could do today if she wanted to. She's the second most in charge person in the country. She could do it today. She could have did it last year. She could have did it the year before that. She could have did it in 2021. But I tell you what she did do in 2021, what she did co-sign on, the Stop Asian Hate Bill, the LGBTQ bill that they passed. She signed off on that right away. Now here we go into year 4 of her administration. Now she's giving you promises while she's still in office. I can close the border. I want to close the border. You're in office. Close the border now. Now she copying off of Trump. I don't want to tax. I don't want to put taxes on service employees. You can do it now. You can do it now. You can go to Biden and say, Biden, we need an executive order on taxes on tips. You can do it right now. But she's not doing it because she's lying. This is what they do to you every 4 years. They lie to you. And you stupid ass, let me calm down. You Negroes come to me and tell me the same shit every 4 years. It's the lesser of two evils, this and this. It ain't no lesser of two evils. What lie has Trump ever told to the black community? I mean, maybe some petty lies, but like what lie of significance has he ever told to the black community? Everything he said he was gonna do, he did. And then Biden came and undid it. He said he was gonna fund HBCUs. Okay. He said he was gonna provide opportunity zones. He did that. He said he was gonna close the border. He earmarked $15 billion for it, started construction. They completed 80 miles of the border wall that you claim he never started. They completed 80 miles of it. And as soon as Biden got in office, he ended the construction. So what the hell is Rickey Smiley talking about? No facts at all. No facts. Just a bunch of feelings. Like a hoe-ass nigga.
I got that thug in love.
You can see what she have done. I think you can Google what have Kamala Harris done for the black community, or things that black people benefit from a lot. We need to stand with her.
Yes.
We need to stand with her. She's great.
Absolutely.
She will make a great president. And what a blessing to be living in a time where a black woman can become president of the United States of America. In our time, we get a black man and a black woman become president. That's unheard of.
Come on, man.
Stop it.
Messy. Be on the right side of history. Be on the right side of history.
Be on the right side of history. Well, what did Obama do for niggas? And I'm not even saying that the president needs to do something specifically for niggas, but that's what y'all want. What did he do? What did he do? Nobody can tell me what he did. He made you feel good? He made you feel like you could do anything? That's the only answer. That's the most popular answer I get from niggas. Well, Obama was inspirational. And he makes, young black boy. Man, no, he don't. No, he doesn't. Besides, who cares about that? That shit. See, real men operate off. Oh shit! What I do to Instagram? Real men operate off logic. Okay? Real men operate off things that you can see, things that you can touch, feel, hear. That's what actually matters. Things that are going to go in your pocket, things that are going to benefit your children. But for a grown-ass man to be sitting up, getting excited because he's on the right side of history, because he can put the first woman or black woman in office, if that's why you're voting, you don't deserve a vote, bro. If you're voting for someone just because they're black, you don't deserve a vote. I mean, actually, that's racist. Let's continue.
It's just the Amber Rose and everybody got all these videos and stuff and talking about Kamala Harris talking out of both sides of her. How would you say something so disrespectful? Even if you felt that way, I wouldn't dare make a video or say nothing like that to the vice president of the United States of America.
Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, hit that like button, hit that share button. Also, if you want to join the conversation, look down in the live chat, click that link. I'll let you in the conversation. We're getting ready to open it up to the public in a few. Also, man, if you're feeling gracious tonight, hit that super chat button for me. All right, let's go.
trying to stand up and that's going to possibly pick 2 United States Supreme Court justices or whatever to try to keep the laws in place that Thurgood Marshall and all of the people that have paved the way and try to redo and get back into some of this settled law, women's rights to choose, your voting rights, and Brown versus the Board of Education. Do your homework, black
hold
people.
up, let me
hold up real quick. This nigga talking about Brown. Did he just say Brown versus the Board of Education? Oh, maybe I'm tripping. Is Brown versus the Board of Education up for debate right now? Are women's rights up for debate? Like I care, but are they up for debate? What right don't women have? What right don't women have? Then he said something about voting rights. Who can't vote? Who can't vote? We've been able to vote since 1870. What are you niggas talking about? Stand up for voting rights in Rosa Parks. Nigga, I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you, man. Black celebrities are trash. Hit the wrong fucking button. Let's go.
Let me just tell you something right here that could be very historic, and Kay pointed this out to me. If Kamala Harris is elected, she would be sworn in.
She could be sworn
on
in
MLK Day
by the first black Supreme
and
Court,
possibly by Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Yeah.
Does
Stop
that
it.
not give you chills?
Come on. Stop
now. It.
That was the big thing. So we're supposed to be excited because of it's on MLK Day, and because Ketanji Brown Jackson can swear her in. You talking about the black Supreme Court justice who doesn't know what a woman is? That same Ketanji Brown Jackson? Bro, what are you people voting for, man? Let's go, man.
Does that not send
Maria?
Just make your whole body vibrate.
Maria,
oh my
I can
gosh.
go deep in the neck. You got a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated reading in a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated into the damn White House. What's wrong with y'all?
Blood clot.
So the rest of us are supposed to get up out of our seats and be motivated to vote for a bunch of stuck-up Negro. Now let me stop. I got 2 sisters that's AKAs. I got a sister that's Delta. I got brother-in-laws, cousins, all the people, uncles, aunts that's in all that shit. No disrespect to y'all, but this is the type of crap that y'all spew. We're supposed to care about your little secret club and who gets voted in and who gets. That's what the rest of all black people who aren't privy to your secrets are supposed to care. You guys get to run your little games in the Supreme Court and the presidency. We're supposed to care about that. According to Rickey Smiley, this is supposed to be a big deal. You still get nothing except illegal immigrants running through your neighborhoods and stealing your welfare. And I'm not even gonna get on the federal funds they getting. Have y'all seen that receipt from New York? I think I showed it a couple shows ago. Immigrants are getting $20,000 in benefits a month in New York City. $20,000 a month. $6,000 in cash and like $14,000 in groceries. And y'all care about a Delta Sigma Theta swearing in an AKA.
on MLK holiday.
But y'all mad because she ain't talking about reparations.
Who was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha?
Hold up. Did somebody just say, and y'all mad because she ain't talking about reparations? Somebody just said that. Somebody on the radio show said that Greek sororities swearing each other in is more important than reparations. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a reparations Negro. I used to be. But I'm realistic. But this is what you Negroes want. You Negroes want reparations. I'm gonna rewind this. This is Rickey Smiley just told you. Look, listen to this.
Incorporated, reading in a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated into the damn White House. What's wrong with y'all?
Come on, man. MLK holiday.
But y'all mad because she was talking about reparations.
Who was a member?
Do y'all hear this? This is what these rich bourgeois Negroes think of you. They would rather see themselves having a celebratory, irrelevant moment than actually pass any legislation that's beneficial for you. So instead of you asking the government for tangible, beneficial things, you should be happy with a goddamn Divine Nine ceremony. You should be happy with that. Shout out to Big Truck Series Review on Instagram. He says, go to their fundraisers and you see the absolute worst of black women. You can count the husbands on one hand. All single moms. It's an embarrassment. All of them have a PhD. He says Kevin Samuels has to hit the PhD button. You know what? I'm gonna get that button too. I'm telling you, man. Let's go, man.
Who is a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated?
Come on now.
Come on now. Oh my God,
Game
that just
changer.
gave me chills. That gave me chills.
Game changer, dog.
Game.
Man,
Talk about game.
Y'all better come get me off this radio today.
Come get him.
Hey, you keep going. You want to keep going, dog? You want to keep going? Oh, they ain't gonna be mad at you today, Rick.
I don't care. Let's stop me.
You niggas can have my black card. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Matter of fact, if I tried to use it, I'd probably get arrested. That's how much money ain't on it, because I don't invest in it. You can have the card, bro. You can have the card. If I'm a card-carrying member of the black community and niggas like Rickey Smiley represent me, you can keep the goddamn card. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. Let's go.
Go, dog. Go.
I don't care about who get mad. I know I'm right.
Exactly.
I know I'm right. Y'all need to stop. Do y'all realize Medgar Evers died for voting rights? All these people.
Do we realize Medgar Evers died for voting rights? First of all, what year did Medgar Evers die? I'm pretty sure it wasn't 1870. This nigga starts off saying, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Then he says, do y'all realize Medgar Evers died for voting rights? Bruh. Nigga. Trump 2024.
Look at my African
Gotcha,
American
bitch.
over here. Look at
What you niggas
Are you the greatest? You don't.
Build the wall, goddammit. Let me slow down. Let's go. We almost done with this Rickey Smiley shit. Then we gonna open up the lines.
But they have risked their life from slavery up until the civil rights movement, just so we can have an opportunity to do what we do, to do what we can do. We ain't seen nothing like this since Barack Obama was running for president in 2008. We need to stop.
The great John Lewis.
Right. John Lewis.
What did John Lewis ever do besides get his ass whooped on the bridge? What did he ever do? Like, it's time to get real in the black community. What have these Negroes ever done? You got your ass whooped. You got your ass whooped. That's your claim to fame. Good trouble. You got your ass whooped. That's why I just claim to be American, bro. You read an American history book, you read about people like George Washington, who fought in a war and killed people to establish a nation. These are the people that really all Americans are told to look up to. But for all intents and purposes, we're going to say white people look up to these type of people. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, people like that fought and died. I wouldn't say died because they won the shit they were trying to do. But our hero is the nigga that got his ass whooped. And then the shit he got his ass whooped for, they didn't even put the shit in the law. They changed the words around to still benefit other people. He got his ass whooped for nothing. But this is our hero. Man.
Was in Ralph Abernathy. All of these people that have paved the way for us. We are the new civil rights leaders. We got to get behind people like Ben Crump and
oh my God. We have to get behind people like Ben Crump, an ambulance chaser. Bro, this is some of the most disgusting shit I've ever heard anyone say. Rickey Smiley is a disgusting human being. He's a disgusting human being. We need to get behind Ben Crump? Oh my God, let's go.
And Kamala Harris and all these people out here that's doing like Roland Martin and all of these people that's out here, and Joy Reid. If you want to be educated, if you really want to know the truth, all you got to do is turn to MSNBC.
Somebody call my wife. I think I'm having a heart attack. This nigga just said we need to get behind Ben Crump, Kamala Harris, Joy Reid. Oh my God, let's go back. Let's listen to this foolishness, man.
All these people out here that's doing like Roland Martin and all of these people that's out here, and Joy Reid. If you want to be educated, if you really want to know the truth, all you got to do is turn to MSNBC and watch Joy Reid, and she gonna give you a whole.
Take the weed and leave the money though.
Take the wall and left the wall.
Rickey Smiley's completely lost his mind. Let's go.
History lesson every night on MSNBC, and then after that, Rachel Maddow. All you gotta do is just watch.
And it's not opinion, it's facts.
Don't do this right here.
Yeah, and
don't be on the internet doing Kamala Harris like that.
Yeah,
I don't care what issue you got with black women. Your mama's a black woman. How about that? Let's start there. I don't care what I'm talking.
So he went from we should vote for them because they're gonna have a big Greek ceremony on election day to, you know what, your mama's a black woman. This is desperate shit right here. I wonder how much they paying Rickey Smiley for this. What does your mama being a black woman have to do anything? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Most black men, well, not most. There's a large population of black men who would look at their mom as an example and say, I would never vote for that. If you see some of the households these niggas is coming up in, with these multiple babies, black men see it and they tired of it. They see it and they tired of it. So telling me that my mama black, now shout out to my mom, she's a married woman. Oh, sorry, wrong. Married woman. Married to my father up until the day he died. Cared about her children. Would do anything for her grandchildren. Solid woman. Still wouldn't vote for her to be president though. And I'm sure she wouldn't be offended. Come on, man. Let's go.
Talking to the man right here. Your mother is a black woman. Don't forget that. Don't forget that your sister is a black woman. And as a black man, I stand proudly with Kamala Harris this morning with tears in my eyes. It means so much.
I got that thug in love.
I mean, do you know the lady picked up the phone and called me when my son died? How about that? How about how personal her and Joe Biden has been. How about Joe Biden wrote me a letter?
Shout out to my wife. She on Instagram talking about, I would vote for Mrs. Brooks. I'm going Trump 2024 over Mrs. Brooks. Sorry.
Look at my African American over here.
Sorry.
Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about?
My mother know I love her though.
Naming my grandkids and naming my son name in a personal handwritten letter. How kind, how thoughtful, how genuine, they're just genuine and sincere. And I love people like that. And anybody, the person that shot, that got killed at the Trump rally, who do you think called that man wife to offer his condolences? Joe Biden did. Joe Biden did. Trump didn't call him, and he took a bullet at a Trump rally. These are kind, loving people. If you look at their policy, you'll know what's going on. We need to stop, black people. Stop it. Stop attacking Kamala Harris. Stop it with the self-hatred. Even if you don't agree with everything she do, what do you think she can do as the vice president? She ain't not in control of the Congress and the Senate. If you know how government works, come on. Come on. We got an opportunity here.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching on YouTube, keep in mind, if you want to support the show, you can hit that super chat button. Also, if you would like to join the conversation, hit the link in the live chat. It is pinned to the top. Also, if you're on Instagram, and honestly, if you're on Instagram, you should probably switch over to YouTube anyway, because Instagram, I think Instagram typically only gives you an hour. I don't know if it'll let me go past that, but if you're on Instagram, switch over to YouTube. When you get to YouTube, go to the search engine and go to @Trippin'Ain'tEasyTV. @Trippin'Ain'EasyTV. Go to the live chat, click the link at the top of the chat. It'll put you in queue, and once we open up the calls, we'll let you say what you got to say. All right? All right, let's continue.
Of a lifetime, we'll be dead and gone, but we can say our generation, because we're not going to live forever, that we voted a black man and a black woman to become president of the United States. That's history. This is what Dr. King died for. This is what Medgar Evers died for. This is what Rosa Parks went to jail for. All of the sacrifices that black people had to make. Your grandmother's cleaning up white people's house and cleaning and scrubbing floors and doing all of this stuff. All these black people made all these sacrifices for us. Well, we can have this opportunity, and then you get a woman, now you want to quit.
This nigga crying, man. This nigga crying.
That nigga gay, 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 good nigga gay.
This nigga crying. This nigga been talking for 8 minutes, ain't gave a one good damn reason to vote for Kamala Harris. And now he's crying. Keep the black card. Shout out to my man Sam Johnson. I see you in the Instagram chat. Keep the black card, bro. I don't want it. I don't want it. I want nothing to do with it, bro. Jeez, look at this man, bro.
Question her race and question her ability and all this stuff. Why? Why are we doing this? Why are we like this? What is wrong? And I'm sitting here, I should be voting for Trump with the tax bracket that I'm in. But if I have to pay more taxes in order to do what's right, just what somebody else can have.
Now, let me stop him right there. Let me show you how he's a liar, right? Rickey Smiley's worth millions of dollars, right? People who are worth millions of dollars, no matter who's in office, there are certain tax codes that will never change. There are certain financial entities that you can put your money into where the tax code will never change. It will never change. And if Rickey Smiley is, I don't know, I can't even say half as smart as he sounds because he sounds like an idiot, but I'm sure someone's around Rickey Smiley who has advised them on how to control and work his money. So when you hear celebrities talking this, I should be voting for Trump. It don't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. Because if you put your money in certain financial entities, the IRS is not a major factor for you, bro. It just isn't. Just thought I'd say that.
Food in their mouth and do the right thing or whatever. I want to be on the right side of history. And I mean this. I'm not, I just been holding my peace. I ain't been saying nothing. But man, some of these videos are disturbing. And these memes are disturbing what we as a people doing to each other. We need to stop. We need to stop.
All right, y'all. So look, man. Here's what's interesting about this video, right? Rickey Smiley really thought he dropped some bars in this video. He really thought he dropped some bars. But what we're gonna do real quick before we open up the lines, I'm gonna show you how this nigga got cooked in the comments.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go to the comment section. Can y'all see his comments? Y'all see I got the first one here. I said, you haven't named one logical reason anyone should ever vote for her. I don't give a F about what Greek group she's in. Her policy is trash. All right? Someone else says, when you're completely out of touch with the soil, you say stupid stuff like this. Then it says, voting for policies rather than parties will prevent you from entertaining a lot of foolishness. Then someone says, supporting a candidate who will not align with your interests is stupid. He said he liked his personality, not his political policy. Wake up, black people, please. That's a very good point. Rickey Smiley is basically telling you how much he liked the man and to ignore his policy. Someone else says, a bunch of word salad. What are her policies? Abortions across the U.S. can't be the only thing. Facts. Facts. Someone says the black celebrities getting checks to sell the black community out. I know Rickey Smiley got his check. Facts. Someone else says, look, she's not black. I'm voting based on policy, period. Trump 24. I mean, bro, you can go through all of these comments. Like 90% of these comments are against what Rickey Smiley is talking about. 90% of these comments are against him. Let's go randomly scroll down. Someone says she's not black. Not going to vote for her, not ever. Someone else, not once did he name a political reason. Identity politics at its finest. No thanks, I won't be voting for the Indian lady. What has Kamala Harris done for black people? Educate us, please. Do not give your vote away. The candidate should earn your vote. Nobody agrees with this nigga. Go to this video on YouTube, man. Nobody agrees with this nigga in the comments. Matter of fact, go to this video and give it a thumbs down. As you can see, I gave it a thumbs down. Completely ridiculous, bro. This man is getting totally cooked in his own comment section.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
But anyways, man, I ain't gonna beat a dead horse, man. So there we have it. There we have it. It's the same old shit. A bunch of goddamn whining and emotionally driven arguments from the scared old niggas. Nothing tangibly relevant to anything or anybody. These people continuously want you to vote for shit that has nothing to do with actual policy. I don't give a damn about an AKA being elected president. I just don't. I don't give a damn about a so-called black woman being elected president. I care about my wife, my children, and my pockets. And based on what we know from Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, none of these things are safe if these two commies, yes, commies, as in communists, are elected into office. So real quick, I'm gonna bring in my man Mezzy, aka King Koofy, into the conversation, and we're gonna open this up. Like I said, if you'd like to join in on the conversation, if you're on Instagram, go to my YouTube page at Trippin' Ain't Easy TV on YouTube and click the link that's pinned to the top of the live chat. All right? But anyways, let's bring Mezzy in. Give me a second. All right.
Oh.
My man Mezzy, aka King Koofy, how you feeling, bro?
All right, man. Triggers in this video, the videos you were showing, man, I was pissed off, man.
We got another. My man Passport Bros, business first class in the building. How's it going, bro?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'll let you talk first because he was up here first.
Oh, for sure. I was just saying, how's it going, bro?
Oh, no, I'm doing great. How's everything with you?
Man, I can't complain. I cannot complain at all, bro.
You know, we're living in very unique times, huh?
Very unique times. Very unique times, man. I'm not sure how much of the show you guys watch. We talked about several topics, but I just wanted to go down a few of them. We can start with the one we just talked about, which was this whole Rickey Smiley fiasco. And Mezzy, we'll start with you.
So that's a coon, man. That is a coon. Like every time I hear him talk, it's like we're just voting against our own interests, or he wants us to vote against our own interests. You know what I mean? Like anybody with a brain can just look at the policies, right? I mean, it's not as hard. We got two presidencies that we can compare and contrast against each other. Now, this is the first time in our lifetime that we can actually do this. And you're telling me you want me to go back to the worst presidency versus the one that was the better one? That doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't. I hate hearing that nigga talk, man. I just want to hit that nigga in the face for some reason. And
yeah, I
mean,
mean,
thing about this, like, he was all hype about sororities and stuff, right? So I'm a part of let's say I'm a part of a secret organization, right? Within the organization, it means a lot. Within the organization itself, right? But when you get to the rest of the world, no one gives a fuck. It's just what it is. You're a sorority, because I'm a part of one of these quote unquote organizations, right? I mean, like I said, it means everything to the people that's in these organizations. But when you get to the outside of the world, like I'm a this, I'm a that, and I'm like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck does that got to do with me at this point? You know what I mean? I don't care what sorority you got or what organization you're with. What the fuck does that got to do with me?
I mean, it has nothing to do with anyone. I thought most of the things he said. I thought pretty much everything he said was ridiculous. He talks like he has hot grits in his mouth all the time. This is straight up embarrassment, man. Like I just, like I said, you niggas can have my card. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of niggas like him, Steve Harvey. What's the lawyer dude we were talking about earlier? Ben Crump. I don't want to be associated with them niggas. I'm an American, bro. That's it.
Right. And one more thing, right? So it shows you what kind of mindset this man has, that you would want a woman to lead you.
Yeah.
I mean, what man would want a woman to lead him? Like, if we go to war, I'm sorry, no disrespect. I'm not saying women can't lead, but they don't make the best leaders. And I wouldn't want a woman leading me into war. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't.
And then he says, "Oh, your mama's black." Okay.
Exactly. And that also shows you that he was raised by a single mom. Unfortunately, you were raised by a single mom, so you have this whole high regard of a woman, right? But you have zero regard for a man. He said nothing about his father or anybody else. All these black women, I mean, what about the man? What about the father that sired all these children that you're talking about? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, be realistic here.
And he likes to dress up like one, but that's besides the point. Passport Bros business class, man. What do you got?
Wow. Where do I start? Okay, so first of all, I'm absolutely not supporting Kamala Harris. Just like your man just said, I have no idea what would possess men to want to be led by her. First of all, we already got two wars raging. You got one in Israel. You already got, because thanks to Biden, because Trump didn't start any wars. Trump did his best to make peace with North Korea. I don't hear anybody even mention that shit, strangely enough. But anyway, You've got that war right there. Vladimir Putin ain't worried about Kamala Harris. First of all, Vladimir Putin just got back into office for 6 years. They get a 6-year term. No matter who wins here in November, Vladimir Putin will still be president watching them leave. That's number one.
Facts.
So, first of all, as far as foreign policy, her foreign policy, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't matter. I don't care if she has been vice president. She hasn't done anything with the border, which leads me to the next point. Black men in America have no power whatsoever. And voting for Kamala Harris ain't going to give you any. In fact, I'll go so far as to say that voting for Trump, and if Trump wins, that would go more far to show that black men actually are a weapon and they are a threat to be feared. White man is giving black women all this power over black men, and you see what that's created. It created those stores that were getting looted for their wigs in the beginning of your show. That's what it created. It created chaos, and it created a black community that ain't worth a shit. Furthermore, as far as Kamala, she already promised blacks that she was going to bring no substantive change. She promised that. So, why the fuck would anybody vote for her? That's my first question. Second of all, I have to wonder, as far as blacks not having any power, where have all these Indian Americans come from? Nikki Haley's an Indian American. Tulsi Gabbard's a Hindu. Vivek Ramaswamy popped up. You got Kamala Harris, an Indian woman. She about to fucking run. These Asian Americans in general. Last time you had that guy Gordon Liu or the Chinese guy running. Where did these people come from, and how have they been propped up to replace Barack Obama, who in and of himself had a white mama? So my question is, when are you going to get a black president who's like me, where my father's black and my mama's black? When are you going to get one of those? I'm sick and tired of seeing them propping up these quasis and these suedos. These pseudo niggas and these quasi niggas. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them. And I refuse to fucking support her. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
So, my first thing is, right, when you heard Rickey Smiley talking, right, he mentioned Rachel Maddow, right? I think we all know what Malcolm X said about, you know, the liberals, right?
Oh, yeah, I just played his comments on them
right
last episode.
You know what I'm saying? The white liberals, the white lesbian female liberals, then suckered out females, and then I'm saying it's cascaded from there. So he already told you right there, but he listened to Rachel Maddow. You know where she's going with her politics, right? So that's the second thing. The third thing is, right, with all the laws, you know, like the LGBT got their laws, the Native Americans got their laws, the Chinese Asians got their laws and everything, right? The thing is, when you say Obama, he should have did something. I mean, it's almost like he didn't want to do something. He could have, and he chose not to.
He had no mandate, so he wasn't forced to do anything.
I play devil's advocate. I play devil's advocate here, right?
Okay.
Honestly, what can you even really do? To be honest, but what can you actually do for black people besides give to HBCUs and
the law? I mean, he made law for Asians. Obama could have made it for us. Biden made them for them this term. They're both Democratic presidents.
You can make an anti-black lynching law, right?
Yeah.
But it's niggas lynching niggas every day. That's the biggest. There's nothing.
A law's a law, man.
I'm just saying it. At what point are the politicians going to be clear and concise? That's why I like Trump, because what Trump promotes can help the black community, right? The shit he promotes, strong families,
right?
Okay, less government.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? More benefits for small businesses, giving more money to HBCUs. Right. Those things can help promote, better traditional values in black folks, which I think is the biggest problem we have. Like you said earlier, Passport Bros, our community is the way it is because we've been raised by, well, not we, because I was in a 2-parent home, but 70% of my peers were raised in a single mother household.
Right. And they all have people raised in a single mother household usually have this kind of egalitarian mindset where they want everybody to be on an equal playing field, right? That's kind of what Rickey Smiley was kind of saying.
Feminism. That's feminism.
Yeah, feminism. He's a feminist.
And it's not really equal, but
No, I mean egalitarian. I mean, women think they're equal as men. They can do everything they can do. Men can do, women can do. That's the kind of mindset he kind of had. Like, or they're better than men in certain things, or better almost everything. I mean, you just have that kind of feminist mindset. You know what I mean? That's why I just can't follow.
Well, just look at who Obama appointed for Supreme Court. He gave you Sotomayor for one. So that wasn't helping the black community. That was helping the Hispanic community, number one.
Right.
Two, he handed you that gay bitch. What was her name? The second one. She's the ugly gay one. Not Keegan, or maybe it was Keegan. No, wait. I think it was Keegan. I'd have to look at that.
Yeah.
It was Keegan, right?
I think so. I'm about to look it up now.
So how does that help black people? Now, let me ask you a question. Who's the most powerful black man in the world right now? Who's the most powerful black man in the world?
Spike Lee?
No, hell no. Are you kidding?
This is Spike Lee.
You might as well have said Russell Simmons. I just came back from Bali looking for him. You might as well say Russell Simmons.
I'm going to go with Diddy.
Who's the most powerful black man right now in the entire world?
Yo, somebody in the chat said LeBron James.
No, fuck that. No, LeBron ain't got no political power. Who's the most powerful black man in the world right now?
Oh, the most powerful black man in the world.
Yup.
Maybe Obama.
No, fuck no.
Who? I don't know.
Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas single-handedly kept Trump's ass out the fire. Clarence Thomas changed the gun laws here in New York. Thomas told these white bitches no to abortion. They are desperately trying to get this nigga out. Now, who put Clarence Thomas in office? It was the white man. It wasn't blacks. They were trying to keep him out. So
it was conservative white men. The ones they tell you.
Bush. It was Bush.
Yeah.
So
Bush.
they're trying to take him out. Now, Clarence Thomas is justice for life. And these idiots don't seem to understand that you can't do anything about it because you can't have a constitutional convention. The Congress ain't going for it. They're not going to impeach any Supreme Court justices. They're not going to remove any of them. And they're not going to have a constitutional convention. There's nothing you can do about his constitutional powers. These liberals hate the Constitution. They're doing their best to get around the Electoral College by flooding these states with illegal aliens. And they'll get the votes out of their kids 18 years from now, if not right now. That's where these people are.
Here's the problem they're going to have with that, right?
I was just about to say, I think I know what you're going to say.
Now, I'm going to let you say it then. Go ahead.
The problem with the illegal aliens is they're not like Negroes.
Well, that's not what I was going to say.
Well, no, they'll come over here. Maybe a generation or two will vote for them out of gratitude. But once they start forming their own families traditionally and start to think, well, damn, hold up, I ain't really with this. I ain't really with that. They're going to vote Republican. Think about it. State of Texas is full of Mexicans. It's probably more Mexicans than anybody else in the state of Texas, and it's staunchly Republican.
Texas is going blue. They put fucking Pete Buttigieg in charge.
But here's the problem, right? They're going to have with all this flooding of all these illegal immigrants, right? Especially when Trump gets in office, right? Number one, like I said, people don't understand what the fuck kind of government we're in. We're not in a fucking democracy that you can flood all these people all you fucking want to, but we're in a democracy. We have individual fucking rights. We have fucking laws that go with those rights, right? So you can flood these people in if you want to, but if you can't vote, then, and like I said, I don't know who I had this conversation with the last time we was on your show, but if you cross the line, you're automatically an illegal immigrant. So you should.
These people are being allowed to vote in local elections.
And to Trump's credit, what he said he was going to do is going to end the anchor baby law.
Right? Yeah. No. Let me stop you right there. Anchor baby, what they call anchor baby, that was based on the 14th Amendment, and that was for blacks in order to make sure that we were allowed to vote. But everybody else rode our coattails, and that's where the white man really fucked up. The 13th, 14th, and 15th Amendment. Had those not been necessary, there would be no chain migration through the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment is what gives them that right. Now, for everybody who says, oh, yeah, well, these people can't vote, first of all, that's not true. These people have been allowed to vote in local elections. And the other issue is that when they have children, 18 years from now, those children are voting. Now, this whole thing about them voting conservative, that may have been true for those who escaped from Cuba, who were anti-fascist and they were anti-communism. But that ain't true for the ones that are coming up here looking for welfare handouts from fucking Venezuela, Mexico, and Guatemala. That is not true for them.
They come from democratic countries.
I'm gonna say, I'll say this though. I'm 100% against illegal immigration, but the ones that are in DC, bro.
Hey, I want to hit them niggas, man.
Bro, listen, they all got scooters and they're killing the DoorDash game. Like they have the shit on lock.
Murder.
If you order DoorDash or Uber Eats, it's one of them.
Yeah.
Period.
Of course they are. But that's because they're willing to work cheaper than the Uber or the DoorDash people can possibly afford to work, because these people do not pay taxes for one, and they're on fucking welfare. So the bottom line is the Democrat Party will always find themselves a new nigga. Anytime they need a new nigga, they will find somebody who's willing to come here and vote for them. And that's just how they play it.
And it's hilarious because they still have their old niggas, for real, at 90%.
That's the policy, their policy anyway. I mean, that's how they were started. The Democratic Party, that's how they were started, based off the whole slavery, really. You know what I mean? So basically, what's good for the goose, good for the gander. That's basically the Democratic mindset.
All right, so
that's the problem that we're having in this country.
All I'm saying is, going forward, the bottom line is, there's a 50-50 chance Kamala could win. Me personally, I think she may get the popular vote, but I think she's going to lose the Electoral College, because the issue is the Democrats have done everything they could to avoid talking about the economy and to avoid talking about illegal immigration. At the end of the day, most people vote based on their pocket. They vote based on the economy, right? So Kamala can dance with black girls all she wants. That shit don't mean nothing. But what kills me is these niggas who ain't got no spine, who are on the internet trying to play this bitch up, when the reality is she ain't doing nothing for them or us. What they're trying to do is they're jockeying to get themselves a better position so that people actually have to take them serious. Like when I hear Charlemagne the God and they're talking about his opinion, I don't give a fuck. I don't know who he is. Like, he doesn't speak for me. He don't speak for me. So the bottom line is they will find any nigga they can find, Malcolm X said it, who back up what they are saying on the news, and that'll be the one that you keep hearing from. So me personally, I have no idea who Rickey Smiley is, honestly. I have no idea.
He's a comedian. Favorite. Have you ever seen the Second Friday?
Yes.
He was the guy that was Santa Claus that was stealing everybody's shit.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's news to me.
And he has a nationally syndicated video.
That wasn't the Second Friday. That was the third one.
Well,
The next.
Listen, my card is expired. I'm not required to know any of these things anymore. So, all right, lighten the mood a little bit. I got a question for you guys, because this shit irked me. I talked about this at the top of the show. I want y'all to check out this poll that I did on my Instagram the other day. Right? And this was based on a conversation that I had with a fellow firefighter in my firehouse about TV shows. And I said, I asked Instagram after I showed the video of us arguing. My coworker says Snowfall is better than Ozark. Right? So the poll, is Snowfall better than Ozark? 65% of black people said yes. 30% said no. And 4% said the guy who chose Snowfall is a damn fool. Now, Passport Bros, I want to start with you.
No, I defer to you guys on this because I have no idea what either of those things are.
You never saw Snowfall or Ozark?
Nope.
Oh my God. You're missing out. You should watch Ozark.
I defer to you.
All right, Mazzy, what you got?
So, truth be told, I watched a couple episodes of both. And my honest opinion, because I guess Ozark is kind of like it's more realistic because some of it kind of happened to me a little bit. So I'm like, Ozark is a little bit better. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
I mean, just here's my issue.
Storyline. I'm sorry.
My issue is this: we don't take into consideration the effort that people put into Ozark. Like, That show was groundbreaking because it basically shows you how the cartel is manipulating politics and like that shit's mind blowing. Like what it gets into. If you haven't seen the show, I'm not going to say too much about it because I recommend it strongly to both of you guys. But if you guys, neither one of you guys watch the show, that's fine.
I'll get back into it.
We can go on to the next topic, which would be the beauty shop situation in Clayton County, Georgia.
Oh.
What are your thoughts on that?
If you own a beauty shop and you're in a predominantly black neighborhood, you better have armed guards. Because if you've got expensive wigs and all that stuff, yeah, you're gonna need armed guards, and you might want to hire armed female guards so this way they can search these bitches on the spot rather than having to wait for the male cops to leave and then the female cops show up. Because they will steal from you. They don't give a fuck what color you are. And you know how the male cops aren't allowed to search the females and everything? No, you got to have female armed cops. Wait, like armed guards, wait. Because they will steal right off your rack. They will rob your store. They will loot your store. You need to have armed guards for that shit.
So, okay. So let me ask you this, though. Because what happened was the beauty store, the beauty mart got evicted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they were like $15,000 behind in rent.
Uh-huh.
Got evicted. And shit was placed out front. And of course, all the black women in that community came and wanted to pick up the stuff from the eviction, but the police blocked everything off and threw the shit in dumpsters.
Thank you.
I mean, which it's an embarrassment that all those people were out there. But in my honest opinion, I think it was a waste of taxpayer resources. If this shitbag didn't pay his rent, then he deserves to let the goddamn crabs and lobsters go get all this shit from the bottom of the sea. He deserves it.
Well, my thing is, how did you fall that far behind on the rent when these people are buying all this shit from you? Like, I don't
That's a good question.
Like, if I was right now, I live in New York City. If I was selling wigs, hair weave installs, fake nails, BBLs, if I was selling all that shit, I'd be a fucking Bill Gates.
Yeah, hell yeah, you would.
Because all these black women walking around is fake as fuck over here. So I'd be richer than Elon Musk.
I mean, he's in Clayton County, Georgia, so I'm pretty sure it's probably just.
Yeah, I would imagine you have enough people coming and buying wig installs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like they say that they backed up traffic on the highway for coming to get that free stuff, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he should have had a fire sale and then paid that back rent.
He's got a point.
But what I'm saying is, what kind of shit? Like he's a total shitbag. Like you went completely out of business, and like they ought to give your shit away.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
I don't want my tax dollars going to cops protecting this dude. Like, give it to him. Shit.
I don't understand how you go that far into debt when you run like a beauty store like that. I don't understand that.
I don't know. He couldn't have been Chinese.
Well, that is a good point. That is a good point. If somehow maybe his China connection got cut off, maybe. I don't know.
He couldn't have been Chinese. I'll tell you that right now. He couldn't have been. All right, I got one last video to show you guys. I didn't do this in the regular show, but fuck it. I was gonna wait till tomorrow. We'll do it today. I thought this was absolutely insane.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Give me a second. Where's this shit at? All right. Profile.
Oh, I just want to say one more thing about Trump, though. So I was listening to part of that the Trump and Elon Musk interview a little bit earlier. And one thing I kind of like about Trump is like with him and I guess all the other countries that are kind of warring and everything, right? Like that, he was kind of building a relationship with the leaders of those countries. In other words, you know what I mean? Like they weren't trying to kill us at the time he was president. You know what I mean? He said he was having dinner with Kim Jong-un and everything. Like, when was the last time a U.S. president had dinner with anybody?
The Democrats and the Republicans made it a point not to even fucking talk to this guy.
Right, but he's talking to him, and all of a sudden he doesn't want to kill us no more.
I mean, I would tell you this: if you notice, George W. Bush, Jeb Bush, Mitt Romney, and Liz Cheney were the 4 notable Republicans who refused to go to the RNC this year.
Yeah, good for them. After all, you got to remember, Trump embarrassed the Bush family. You remember what
he did? He
went against Jeb Bush. Trump was talking about Jeb's mama. Jeb said, "Oh yeah, my mom is one of the most wonderful women ever." He was like, "Yeah, well, she should be running."
Right, and he called just an idiot.
Of course, they're not going to support him.
You got a point. Yeah,
but he still won without him, though.
He did
because Trump is not an establishment Republican.
He's not.
White people, listen. I just came back from Bali and I came back from Singapore. Right, I was there for the summer. Right,
I love
something. America is fucked. America is so fucked that you don't even realize how far behind we've fallen. White people, when they're going overseas, they're seeing just how far behind we are. We're $35 trillion in debt right now. They're seeing just how far behind they're falling, and they're angry. And I totally understand why they're angry. So what they need at this point is a champion to get up there and fight who they consider to be the enemy. And at this point, they basically said, yeah, everybody is tearing America down. So when Trump gets up there and he's talking like insulting women and insulting these women on The View, they love that shit. I know I do. I'm sitting back waiting for him to curse these bitches out. Yeah, I hope he punches Kamala in the face. But it's not, I mean, that's not going to happen. But these people need a champion because they see how fucked they are. They see that they're falling.
Now, and on that note, I want to show you guys this video because I thought this guy, Kirk Franklin, you know what? I just want to show you guys this. I'll take you guys' opinions after.
I believe that marriage has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Giving has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Sexuality has been weaponized. For example,
you know what? Let me give better context. This is Kirk Franklin on Cam Newton's podcast. As bad as that's gotten, but this is Kirk Franklin talking to Cam Newton. Let's go.
Any woman listening to this can attest in our culture. Don't be no 30, 35-year-old single black woman and go to the family reunion. All the older women are going to do them. They're going to look at you and wonder, why you not married?
Where your man? Where your kids at?
Like it's a prerequisite for identity and value that if you don't have a man, if you don't have kids, that something about you is broken.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand how dysfunctional these messages are?
Yeah.
And how we super spiritualize these messages?
I just want to pause real quick.
Is he an idiot?
We have a Christian man, right? A man who makes money on Christianity and the Bible telling you that women having families
is wrong.
It's dysfunctional.
This is the same man who secularized fucking gospel music. You have to understand the source. He's probably a feminine fucking black male. He's probably a son husband.
Well,
you're right.
His mother left him for dead, and he was raised by a woman who really didn't love him, but that had to.
Yeah, I would imagine Tyler Perry was too. That's why every single movie he makes is about a black father raping his fucking daughter. It's like, the bottom line is, shaming women is something that has been used to keep them in line. And the whole thing about it is the cultures that do it are like, for instance, J.D. Vance. They just brought his wife out. Have you seen his wife?
Yeah, she's an Indian woman.
She's an Indian woman. He got 3 kids. Now, how many white men in general can say that they married to the same one woman and they got 3 kids? Very few. How many black men can say that? That they were one woman married to and they got 3 kids. That's how far feminism has fucked up this country. But it fucked this country so badly, you can't keep your marriages in check. You can't keep your baby daddies and number of kids. You can't keep any of that shit in check. But meanwhile, these other countries that shame women regularly, Islam,
right.
They don't have divorce and shit. They don't let you get your head lopped off. You don't get no fucking divorce.
It'd be the women that do it and shit though. That's the fucked up part. Like you ain't telling me what the fuck to do. I'm in the kitchen doing this for him, and you telling me go do it. Nah, we ain't doing that. They don't do that shit over there.
Yeah, that's how they do it here. But over there, they don't do that shit. It'd be like, yo, make sure my shawarma is warm. And if that shit is warm, you might get stoned.
Yeah.
They don't do that shit.
That's facts. Let's go.
Paul said, but marriage is a necessary distraction. I have many friends that were in ministry at church, and the churches told them, if you're going to be in ministry, you can't be single. We're not going to let you work with the youth ministry if you're single. You can't do this if you're single. And so what people do, they quickly get married thinking that they're fulfilling God's will for their lives, but they are fulfilling man's dogma. You can be single and be you.
We pause it right there. So
he's projecting.
He just said that women getting married is fulfilling man's dog. I don't know how much more blasphemous this Christian man could get. Like, this is complete blasphemy. But you have people cheering this shit on the internet, like who claim to be Christians. Listen, I'm not the most religious guy anywhere, so I'm not even. That's not my stance here. My stance is just how ridiculous we've gotten just to cater to a certain group of people. Like this guy is literally rearranging the way his whole religion is structured just to pander to black women.
Right.
That's where, excuse me, that's where his money's coming from, because I know neither of you go to his church or send him money.
Hell no. I don't go to nobody's church or send nobody.
No, I don't. His money comes from black women. I've never bought a Kirk Franklin tape.
Me either.
I mean,
remember when we was in school, everybody was listening, all the bishops was listening.
Make me stop my hands, make me wanna stop.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't never listened to that. I never bought that.
Shit, man. Like, yo, listen, I know I ain't send him no money. I know I haven't.
I know I haven't.
Hey, look, I had Napster back then.
Right, that's right. I got his songs, but I didn't send him no money.
All right, we'll finish this statement out and then we'll wrap it up.
Used by God. You can be single and have purpose. Being married is not a prerequisite for God's hand on your life. It is not, but we've weaponized it. And then crucify people. Where my camera at?
Right there.
And then crucify people when those same marriages don't.
Okay, all right. That's enough of Kirk. That's enough of Kirk. Let's get him out of here.
How does this guy how is he still relevant?
He's not. I didn't even recognize him.
He was relevant. He was relevant about a year ago. Like, I saw that documentary that he did about his mother that basically abandoned him.
Oh,
but I mean, like, he hated on it because everybody that tried to eat it off on YouTube, we all got like shut down for that. And it was a great documentary. Like, it was gold, like content gold there. Like the way his mother did him, like, even after she found out, like after he was like, well, the nigga you told me my daddy ain't my daddy. This is my daddy. She still was like, no, it ain't. Like, it was content gold. I had a great show that night, and the whole thing got shut down because Kirk Franklin shut my shit down. But
bitch ass nigga.
They said a long time ago, there's nothing more dangerous than a man with nothing to lose, right? You learned that from Master Splinter in the Ninja Turtles movie. And the reality is, if men don't have families and they don't have wives, and they probably ain't got much to lose. And now you're seeing all of these young men
with nothing to lose.
Threats to absolute society. They're anti-citizens, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
You got a 20-year-old white boy trying to kill a goddamn president. A 20-year-old. Like, and you know he ain't getting no pussy. That's why he was out to make a name for himself. He wouldn't get no pussy.
Oh, he died.
You already know.
I guarantee.
You already know. Look, if you got black men who have no reason to protect their community and no reason to build it up because the women are all whores and they're all cheating and they're all fucking like 12 different guys and got 12 different baby daddies.
Right.
Believe me, they ain't got nothing to lose in their mind. They give a fuck.
Which is the mindset now, really.
It should be. Because the bottom line is now it's gotten so bad that you're about to fucking elect an Indian goddamn woman.
Right.
Who claims to be black.
Who claims to be black. And people don't see like how she's trying to sneak her way into our community and fuck it up. I'm like, come on, man. Like, nobody see that shit, man.
Look, you know what's scary to me is back in 2000, when she first came up and she first started running, I had a fear. I believed she was actually going to win back then. But I had no idea that the Democratic Party would stoop so low as to make a coup d'etat on Biden and push this bitch to the top. She is nothing more than an affirmative action hiree. She's not, they call it DEI because I guess they're trying not to sound racist, but no, she is an affirmative action hiree.
I explained this a few shows back. I said, listen, in 2020, she did so poorly in the presidential race. She had less than 1% of the vote, and she dropped out after the first debate.
Yeah, because you remember Tulsi Gabbard put her foot in at it.
Yeah, she
murdered her. Gabbard reminded her, "You ain't shit."
She murdered her, and then what did Biden do? Biden got pressure from black women to get a black female vice president. I read
the fuck buddy for Montel Williams. That's all I can say.
And Biden stated himself, "Yeah, I was getting pressure, and I'm going to pick a black female," and he picked the worst bitch ever. That's the definition of DEI.
When you say black female, I believe back then they would use the term woman of color.
Yeah,
and obviously he couldn't pick Tulsi because Tulsi looked white and she's a fucking Hindu.
And so she probably would have. I don't even think she would have signed up for that.
But they had to snatch up Kamala because Kamala was the only thing that they could do to trick these black women into going out to vote. So they got a picture of Kamala dancing with the black girls who she locked up half their fucking parents.
She's an AKA for God's sake, man. Like
I mean, come on, it's disgusting. It's absolutely
the same thing.
Like I'll tell you what, I don't know what's going to happen when Trump gets into debates with her, but I tell you, anything he says on her is fair game to me.
September 10th or 4th, I think.
No,
yeah.
I mean, she hasn't agreed to the 4th. She's only agreed to the 10th.
But and I'm glad Trump didn't, because you know what? It's almost like CNN set Biden up. Neither Trump nor Biden had even been officially nominated as the party nominees. So what are y'all doing having a debate when neither of you have been officially set as the party nominee?
Well, this was the president.
Fuck that motherfucker. See, here's the thing. CNN exposed him and gave them enough time to get rid of him.
Well, Trump, I don't understand, but President Biden, he's the presumptive nominee because he's the incumbent in office, so he's already had his Democratic,
But he hadn't been named though.
He doesn't have to be. He's the incumbent in office for that party, so he's already up for the next.
Okay, so Trump hadn't been named just because it's a presumptive nominee. No, you don't do that.
Trump is the presumptive nominee. Well, Trump, the nominee. They're both the nominees for their parties.
When was the last time you remember them having debates before the fucking RNC and the DNC had been over? Never. We don't do presumptive. We do official. You know,
Kamala Harris still isn't really the official nominee because they haven't gone to the DNC.
Well, actually, they're at the DNC now.
Oh, it's today.
Well, it started like earlier this week, if I'm not mistaken.
But she's still the incumbent in office, so she can't. She's already the nominee. Is what I'm saying.
Right. I mean,
she's the coronated official, basically, because I refuse to bend the knee to that bitch. I refuse.
I'm gonna tell you, man, it's gonna get really interesting.
I agree with that.
In the next couple of months.
Well, you know what? We've got 3 months, and you have no idea what's going to happen. Because I'll tell you what, if the economy keeps on heading into a downward spiral, they're talking about recession, and they say, "Oh, we're not in recession." They're lying. If they keep this shit up, and people, because I just passed the gas pumps. Gas pumps are still $4.
Yeah, right.
It's like food prices are still high.
Now, we are in a very good episode of Game of Thrones.
Yes, we are. But now you have the media lying to you about it, so nothing that you see happening is actually happening.
Of course. I mean, we're the idiots speculating on what's going on in the fucking,
We're the people of Kingsland and waiting to be burned up by the dragons.
Technically, yeah, no bullshit.
The dragons are the nuclear weapons.
That's real shit, though. But
and there's bitches in charge everywhere you look. You got Daenerys over here with the nukes. You got this bitch Cersei up there drinking. It's like this bitch is in charge just everywhere.
And then you got the redhead chick in the north.
Right.
What was her name? Sansa
Stark. Yeah.
It's Sansa.
Oh my God.
You got Sansa, and then you got the little girl. The little girl kid queen.
And look, the White Walkers are still coming.
Arya killed them. Arya killed them all. It's like, what?
Jon Snow's like, yo, are you bitches crazy? The fucking White Walkers are coming.
Donald Trump got to be like Jon Snow.
Donald Trump is definitely Jon Snow, bro.
Got to be.
Jon Snow.
That's crazy, man.
Who the hell's Khaleesi?
Oh, Daenerys?
Yeah. It ain't Kamala. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, well, that's definitely not.
Yeah, there's no female of the Republican Party as of yet.
Amber Rose.
Nah.
I'm horrifying, man.
Golden hair and everything. Yeah,
and then I don't know how much effect it's gonna have attacking this guy who's her VP Waltz, because this guy's a fucking liar about his military record.
Super liar.
And he speeds through fucking speed zones at like 95 miles an hour. He's got DUIs and shit.
And he made an executive order to give your children the right to mutilate themselves. So we can't forget about that.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that there's enough white people out there with some conscience to say, you know what, enough of this shit. We're not voting for this. I just hope there's enough of them.
I'm hoping there's enough black people with some conscience to know that.
I don't think there are. I really don't think there are.
If they are, I just hope they don't fold to the propaganda. Like what I just saw in Rickey Smiley, because Rickey Smiley, I know you never heard of Rickey Smiley, but Rickey Smiley is a prominent, like his syndicated radio show every morning does numbers. So the fact that he posted this rant on his YouTube page and everybody is scorching him, that shows me nobody's really rocking with Kamala like that. Like there's one or two comments for every 10 comments. There might be one comment pro Kamala, but like,
have you seen her rally?
Rickey Smiley's page?
I heard that they're faking how big her rallies is, but you also got to remember the media invented Kamala Harris at this point, because the media has propelled her forward. They were told, oh, she raised all this money. She didn't raise all this money. You held that money back from Biden and handed it to her. The media is building this woman up. I believe that she could end up exactly like Hillary 2016.
I definitely that's the thing.
It's an absolute possibility she could win, but there's an equal possibility she could get the popular vote and still lose.
Bro,
you know what'll fuck her up really bad?
It was crazy. Hold on real quick. When I knew this shit was crazy, right? I looked at the white guys for Kamala Zoom.
Oh God.
So have you guys seen the movie Get Out?
Yes. Of course.
Do you remember the white girl's dad in Get Out?
Yeah.
He was on the Zoom. What? White guys for Kamala Zoom. Talking about how I'm like, even though, okay, yeah, he played a guy in the movie. I'm like,
doesn't matter.
This nigga on the Zoom?
The optics of it. The optics.
Who orchestrated the whole plan to steal niggas' brains?
No, it wasn't to steal their brains, it was to steal their bodies.
Right, well, whatever they did. Like,
Well, let's look at it on the bright side. If they are running a get out scheme, they're not going to have too much trouble scalping black women.
Oh, good Lord. Yo, niggas got to go back and watch. Yo, the dude from Get Out, the dad, the one who ran the whole scheme, he's on the white dudes for Kamala Zoom. He's one of the main dudes. I'm like, you can't make this shit up.
Apparently you can.
They're like, they at this point, they're like, okay, after COVID, they're all just stupid. Like, we can just do anything.
Apparently, yeah. I mean, if you see the people Donald Trump's doing interviews with, like Elon Musk and whatever, some other dude from the internet that's real big and shit, I'm like, come on, man. Like Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, he's doing interviews with all these people that have notoriety to themselves, and she's doing shit with.
No, but and that's a good idea though, because he needs to keep himself out there. That's how he beat Hillary. Hillary was having them private dinners and shit. Trump was at rallies every other day.
Right.
That's the reality. You have to do it.
When Trump was in Atlanta, right, while Kamala was bringing up Quavo and Megan Thee Stallion, Trump literally had a meeting with a bunch of small business owners from Atlanta, small black men, to be noted.
Yeah.
Black men, business owners from Atlanta.
Yep.
Policy.
Yeah.
Policy.
Nobody's demanded policy out of Harris yet. And you know what the problem with Harris is? You're still in office and Bidenomics isn't working. So for you to claim that you're a change candidate, you'd have to be running against the guy you're working for right now.
Basically, you have to shit on the guy.
You got to denounce him, and if you're not going to do that, like I mean,
technically you have, considering you'll perform the coup d'état on him. So I guess maybe you're halfway there.
Yeah, technically you are.
And by the way, one thing I do know about Kamala Harris is when it comes to answering questions like foreign policy, she doesn't know any of that shit.
She's the vice president.
No. You know what's funny? As a background with a prosecutor, which makes me wonder how the fuck did you become a vice president? She doesn't have that kind of background. She's not a politician. That's her problem. That's why anytime they ask her questions, all she can do is start laughing, and she gives these stupid fucking answers. Now, I will say this. Trump does a lot of talking, and he does a lot of rambling. But ultimately, if you know what to look for, there's some substance in what he's saying. But she has no substance at all.
I don't know if you guys saw the live stream that Trump did with the streamer Aiden Ross.
That's what I was talking about.
It was perfect. Like Aiden Ross gave him like he played a game where like he showed the picture. What do you think of this guy? So he gave him Putin. He gave him Kim Jong-il. He gave him everybody who's anybody. Well, Aiden Ross is Jewish, so he didn't give him Netanyahu. But whatever, it is what it is. I don't think he gave Netanyahu. But whatever.
I never imagined that the Ukraine-Russian war was going to last this long. Now, I'm pretty sure Putin did. He knew Biden's time was going to run out. He knew it. And if I was Putin, I would have destroyed Ukraine already. Putin had a slow burn, and he was like, yeah, I'm just going to, because when you play chess, you don't have to checkmate the other guy, but you can run their clock out. Biden's clock ran out. So the question they need to be asking both Kamala and Trump up front on television, how are you going to end this war with Russia? How are you going to end this war in Gaza? And I know neither one of them have answers for that shit.
Because they're in office. They don't have an answer for it. So that'll kill them right there on the stage, right there.
Oh, absolutely.
I will say this. Trump is at an advantage when that question comes up.
Yeah, he didn't have any wars.
I mean, look, you got to believe me. Like, when I was in office, believe me, these guys wanted to kill each other. But guess what, man? I kept them up. That's what he's going to say. Like, that's what I would say.
If I was Trump, the first thing I'd say when they ask me one of those questions is, I gave you 4 years of peace.
True.
And Biden and Kamala giving you. That's the first thing I'd say.
2 wars already. 3 wars.
I'm just waiting to hear when Taiwan is going to get taken. I'm just waiting to hear that.
Let me tell you something. China has no intentions whatsoever of going into Taiwan. They have no intentions. Now I'm somebody who used to live in China. I speak fucking Mandarin. I was a student there. And China, the only threats they ever made about Taiwan is if Taiwan declares independence that they were going to invade it, right? Taiwan makes so much money for China at this point. The last thing they want to do is disturb that shit. Right now, China basically owns all of Asia and Southeast Asia with their automotive industry, their electronic, everywhere you go, Philippines, Thailand, Singapore, it doesn't matter. You can feel Chinese influence. You can feel it. In fact, whenever I would go somewhere, even when I was in Bali, all you see is fucking Chinese people everywhere. They have no intention of doing that. What that is American propaganda. The same America that's telling you, oh, Putin plans to remake Soviet Union. Putin has no intentions of doing any of that shit. First of all, he ain't got the numbers.
Right.
He doesn't have the forces for it.
Right.
And second of all,
it's not needed.
Russia wanted to join NATO, and they told them no.
Right. How did they talk about that part?
The whole point of NATO was to stop the spread of communism from the Soviet Union. What is it doing now? It's doing nothing. It's pointing weapons at Russia.
And they wanted to join the 5 strongest countries in the world.
Okay, so I've got a question for you. Because I like where this conversation is going.
Okay.
When you look at the West, right, and I'm mainly talking about Europe. All right, I'll give you an example. The European Union threatened to extradite Elon Musk.
Yeah.
for even doing the interview with Trump. So my question is, where is the threat of Marxism and communism actually coming from? Because it seems like most of Europe is already done, and the U.S. is, I mean, we're cooking.
Okay, well, let me correct one thing. They didn't threaten to extradite Trump over interviewing Elon Musk, over Elon Musk interviewing Trump. Right. They threatened that they were going to jail Elon Musk for allowing people on Twitter to say what they're saying without being stopped or checked. That's because what you're looking at when you look at YouTube, Google, Facebook, what you're looking at is techno-fascism. That's what you're looking at. This is some George Orwell shit where you're automatically censored by artificial intelligence on everything. Yahoo, IG, all of this shit is automatically censoring you. This whole fact-checking thing is bullshit. It really is. Because the whole point of free speech is you should be able to say whatever you want to say. But what you have to remember is most of these other countries don't have free speech. Australia doesn't. New Zealand doesn't. The UK doesn't. They brought Andrew Tate up, and they said that he started these Muslim riots by saying that it was the illegal aliens who came in and killed those girls. And Andrew Tate was on there arguing with that Piers Morgan. Yeah. These people, what they feel is that they want to have the monopoly on power of speech, and that if you're not one of them, that you don't have a right to speak. And that's why, let me tell you something. I don't give a shit. They could call Trump a racist up the ass. The mere fact that this guy is powerful enough to get up there and say what he wants to say, and there's nothing they can do to stop him. I mean, they've thrown everything they could at him. I appreciate that. Because the thing about it is, if you can take away his speech, then you can take away mine. Or if you can take away mine, you can take away his. So Elon Musk, in making... Because you got to remember, Twitter used to be the liberal stronghold. They used to come on there talking shit every single day. They'd say whatever they wanted to say. Elon Musk has turned Twitter into porn, shock video. Like he's done the exact opposite of what Facebook and IG allow you to do. He's the exact opposite.
It's honestly a masculinity dream.
It's free speech, but that's the whole point. Free speech is chaotic. Free speech looks exactly like it does on Twitter or on X. And the thing about it is, he's made it so that I can go on X and I can start talking shit, and I don't have to worry about being banned for 30 days. Yeah. And you know what? I don't go on there talking shit. I may go on there and share shit you don't want me to share, but the bottom line is, if you don't like it, all you do is you just block me and you move on. But you don't fucking ban me. Facebook banned you. YouTube banned you. It's ridiculous. But that's what you're up against. You're up against techno-fascism. And Elon Musk made all his money off of these dumbass liberals who didn't see him coming. Believe me, I saw that guy coming. When he turned and said, yeah, I'm pro-Trump and I'm moving my shit from California to Texas, when he turned on him, that was it. Because you remember that song, Old Dirty Bastard, Baby, I Got Your Money?
Yeah.
All the motherfuckers driving around in them Teslas right now, they want to get rid of them shits and can't, because they deep in debt on them Teslas. They want, baby, I got your money. Yeah. And you can't do shit about it.
I got to say this. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't penalize you for saying that you saw Elon coming.
Beavis and Butthead jokes. Beavis and Butthead jokes. You got me. Oh, he said coming.
Sorry, I gotta do it. You got it. But no. Honestly, I hear what you're saying clearly. Like, I get it, and that's why I asked you, because when I heard what you were saying about Taiwan, I'm like, wow, okay. So
that's American propaganda.
If the Marxism isn't coming from there, then where is it coming from?
Well, no, but see, you're thinking of Marxism. First of all, if you actually go and live in China, or you were to even go to live in Vietnam, the smartest thing Vietnam did was they pushed them white people out of there and stopped them in that Vietnam War. China sent down all them troops. You go to Vietnam now, you can, as a black man, you can go there and you can live. And you can be comfortable, and you can have a fucking apartment for $25 a day. The reality is It's not Marxism and communism. What this is American neocons spreading propaganda. The same propaganda they spread about. See, you got to understand, America can't control China and they can't control Russia. And if they can't control you, they try to topple your government. If they can't topple your government, they go to war with you somehow. You can't go to war with Russia and you can't go to war with China. You can't do it. So they're doing everything they can to undermine these countries. Meanwhile, China has moved beyond us. They moved so far beyond us, it's not even funny. Right. It's not even funny. China, you got to understand, China has a adolescent population larger than all of the American population. We only have like 350 million people. They got like 1.3 billion people. And they've lifted 400 million of them out of poverty while they've put like over 100 million of us into poverty. You know, and the reality is America can't control these people.
They compete after a while. I mean, the age on this and everything.
Russia has a population of like 145 million people. America's got twice that population, give or take, right? Mm-hmm. Russia ain't been in the need of America. They're not doing it. So when America cut Russia's, you got to remember, before 2021, oil was a lot cheaper, partially because we had cheap Russian oil coming in here. Nobody had a problem with it.
Right.
We had over 600,000 barrels of that shit coming in here every single year, over that, right? Mm-hmm. America cut that shit off, gas prices spiked. That was 2021 when you saw gas hit like $6 and $7, right?
When the president said he was going at war with fossil fuels.
And Russia... Right. Russia was supplying energy, gas, natural gas. They were supplying all that shit to Europe. Who blew up the Nord Stream pipeline? That was America who did that shit. Because Russia wouldn't blow up their own damn pipeline. Russia, for them, that's money. We blew that shit up, never said nothing about it. And then what ended up happening was most of those European countries had to pay more to get their oil from like India and those surrounding countries like Pakistan, Bangladesh, and they were getting theirs from Russia. So you had to get it through a middleman because America fucked you over. This is neocons playing bad checkers.
And they're about to open up their own pipeline up in Alaska and bring it down all the way down here.
That man Putin and Xi, they're playing chess over there. They're running out your clock. That's what if they can't checkmate you, they'll run out your clock. And America, that's what you see happening right now.
Their own currency also.
NATO, let me tell you something. NATO's terrified of Trump. NATO wants Kamala Harris in there because she'll be nothing more than a fucking puppet. While Netanyahu is blowing up them guys and kids, and while Zelensky is sending his last group of troops over there to Russia to get killed, the bottom line is they want Kamala in there because she's going to be nothing but a puppet.
So I guess my thing is, what is the... Okay, I use the word Marxism. It's not Marxism. It's not common. Okay. Why is the West self-imploding? Because I refuse to believe everyone's just an idiot and they're just like, let's just...
We can't compete anymore. Look at where all the jobs are. The job. Look at all. Where are your computer programmers? Where are your doctors coming from? They ain't coming from here. They're coming from Asia.
Yeah, we've outsourced everything over here.
We've outsourced everything. We've outsourced our kids are idiots. They don't know where to go to the bathroom. They don't even know if they're a boy or a girl anymore.
But there's an effort to keep making them idiots. Like,
yeah,
I can remember a time pre-Obama where everyone wasn't an idiot.
That's the left for you. The left is doing this because, but you know, white Christian conservatism isn't doing this shit.
Okay, so better question. Who does the left work for?
The left works for the corporations, and the corporations are global. These are multinational corporations.
Okay.
Well, look at history. Just look at history.
So we can point it to globalism.
Yes.
Okay. The globalist.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I guess Alex
trying to make America more like, they want to make America more like these fucking Scandinavian countries. They want to make us more like Europe. But the step that's stopping them from being able to do that is they got to disarm us. These white men with guns are never going to allow that to happen.
Well, here's the problem that you're facing. First of all, you have to face history. That's number one, right? And you talk about globalism, right? So the human lifespan every 75 years is a human generation, right? Every 100 years, a country basically goes towards, I guess, downfall, right? And this is basically our down. We were overdue, but this is our downfall, whether we like it or not. So every generation, so this is our generation to fall, and then another country is coming up. So for instance, you have Brazil, China, South Africa, China, and
Brazil, Russia, India, BRICS. It's BRICS.
currency.
Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa.
Right. So they're making a new currency compete against the dollar. So this is, like I said, this is our downfall going.
Oh, yeah.
While other countries are, going to be like America eventually, right? So it's like it's almost inevitable.
Yep.
You can slow it down as much as you want to, but it's almost inevitable.
Quick question. I don't want to change the subject, but I got a question for you, passport bro. Business class. My wife says we should move to Dubai. Is she right?
No.
Okay, why not?
First of all, it's too hot. Number one, it's like 100 fucking degrees there right now.
I don't care about that.
Have you been to Dubai before?
I've been to Dubai 3 times.
Oh, okay. What did you think about it while you were there? Would you want to live there?
I mean,
the mere fact that you didn't just say yes means the answer is no.
Hear me out. It's hella expensive to do what I want to do in Dubai every day. So, like,
that's what I'm saying.
If my money's where I think it should be by the time I retire, I could do it, but it's hella expensive.
When I was in Bali, I was offered to take a look at retirement properties in Dubai, and they were taught like the prices that I was looking at. It was just like here. It was like fucking $400,000, like $500,000. Oh yeah, you can live on Palm Jumeirah. I was like, yo, you guys just had a flood and you watched your Lamborghinis get washed away. It's like, no, I don't think so. I like it here in New York enough to rent my property out and maybe move to the Philippines, Thailand, or Bali or something like that.
I do like Bali. I've been to Bali a couple times. I love Bali, actually.
Oh, I love Bali. Bali, to me, is a perfect vacation. It really is.
Okay, hold on. Somebody says, stop beating around the bush, Coach K.
Who's this?
Coach K. Is that the motherfucker? Israel. He said, Israel, stop beating around the bush. Okay, fine, let's talk about Israel. I don't care.
Yeah, as soon as Iran gets a nuclear weapon, it's over.
Yeah, he says we're beating around the bush. Bro, listen.
They're close to it already. So thanks to Biden.
And keep in mind, the only people that they can abuse like that are these people who have like no air defenses. They got no armies. They got no military. They're just shooting at homeless people for the most part. Like that's what they're doing. That's what the guys are. They shooting at homeless people.
They ain't got no rockets or machine guns or tanks and shit. So.
You don't see them doing that shit to Russia.
You can't. Like you said.
That's what it is. You don't see them doing it to China either.
But you can't do it to Japan. You can't. I mean, you can't do it to nobody real. I don't even. Can you even do it to Mexico?
No.
Unless you want the cartels coming to your country.
Nah, because you got Mexicans right here.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, the cartels are
Civil War.
That's why you need to watch Ozark. The cartels are already controlling people here.
No, well, Coach K says the U.S. is imploding because of Israel. That's not true. The U.S. is going down and Israel's going down with it, but it's not because of Israel. It's because we aren't competitive here. And we've chosen, we basically said, yeah, you know what? We'll burn it down and we'll rule over the ashes. That's how bad it's gotten. Because we're not competitive. If you see what they're doing overseas, these people are living qualities of life.
If you go to Dubai, right?
Yeah.
The airports.
Yeah.
When you get into the airport, you're like, wow, this is efficient and
they built all that in 20 years, though. 20 years it took them to build the entire city of Dubai and all that. 20 years.
Dubai looks retarded. When you're flying in, you like it. It's like you're flying into the Jetsons.
Yeah.
When you're flying in, you can see it.
Have you been to Thailand?
I have not been to Thailand yet. No.
Thailand, Bali, Singapore, Japan, every single country I visited, their airports are immaculate. Immaculate. Their streets are immaculate. When I got back here to America, I swear to God, when we landed, I was stuck on the tarmac for like an hour because if you remember, they had that computer issue and it was fucking up logistics while I was going. When I got back here, I was stuck on the tarmac for damn near an hour. And when I walked into JFK Airport off that plane, it was like going through the basement in a mall. Like it was going through the basement like you're going around like, just regular white walls and shit. You go to fucking Dubai, it's glass, steel, plants. They got Maybachs parked and they're spinning around showing you the car. It's like, I was like, this is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I was in Singapore. I made videos on my channel. I was in Singapore. They got goddamn waterfalls and rainforests and shit in their airports.
Yeah.
I was like, this is embarrassing.
See, most Americans still are worried about the dude that got spanked 20 years ago there. I don't want to go to Singapore. I don't want to get spanked like the guy did on national TV.
No.
That's right.
That's what they think about Singapore.
That guy was vandalizing cars. He deserved it.
Follow the law. You won't have that problem.
Well, you also got to remember, they execute for drugs in Singapore and Thailand. I think they just hanged a woman down there. They hanged her. They hang people. They don't play in that shit. So when you're talking about Brittany Griner getting locked up in Russia for like a drop of fucking hashish oil and shit.
Not all easy.
Yo, man. Russia didn't have to give back any of them prisoners. I guess they were just being nice.
They were. Because they know Trump's about to get elected, so they want to start off on good terms.
If I was Russia, I'd have been like, you ain't getting nobody back. I'm going to keep this big bitch in a cell half her size, and she's not even going to be able to stand upright. I wouldn't give nobody back.
I wouldn't give her back. Biden, what you going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
The merchant of death is already old, and we found a new one.
When Conrad,
all this is happening towards the end of his presidency. Like I said, he wants to do this so whoever the next president is, he wants to start off on good terms. That's what I'm saying. That's why he's doing all this prisoner exchange right now. He didn't do that the rest of the other 4 years of the.
Putin doesn't have to, because he's going to be in office longer than our next president is going to be in office.
True, but you don't want to start the next presidency off with the fucking Third World War. So,
well, here's the problem: if Kamala wins, you already know she's still going to be funding Ukraine to fight you. If Trump wins, there is a chance that he may de-escalate the war.
And that's what he's hoping on.
If I was him, I would have kept all of them prisoner right up until Trump won, and then I would let him go.
Hey, I didn't say it was a smart move. I just
feel like this. Okay, question to you guys. Ukraine, Israel, strong connections, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Are they the problem?
Yes.
What problem as far as what?
Like I said, strong connections.
And by the way, if you look up the demographics on Ukraine, Ukraine is actually a majority Christian country. The Jewish connection is actually Zelensky for the most part, and they've fallen in line behind this guy. But also, it's not just Ukraine; it's also Poland, because most of what was this Netanyahu? That's not even his real last name. This came from Poland. Netanyahu, that's his assumed that, because you got to remember, the Jews moved to Israel. Netanyahu's last name is like Wachowski or some shit like that. That's not his last name.
I do want to be clear, right? Because I think Jewish people, and I hate to do this to listen. I want to be clear. I think it's more so the what do you call them?
Zionists?
No. The Frankist. If I may be saying this wrong. The Frankist who pretend to be certain religions and use them to hide what their true intentions are. I think it's more so the Frankist, even though they tend to heavily
hijack. That's the word.
Yeah, but they tend to heavily hijack Judaism for sure.
Well, the reason why is because they like.
But I don't want to call the everyday person who's a Jewish person they're not complicit with these things.
There's two Jews though. There's two sides of Jews. You have your regular Jews, and then you have your Zionists, right? Those are the people you talk about who hijack religions and use them for their own nefarious purposes. Those are the Zionists that they're trying to fight.
There you go.
So if you want to say the connection or whoever the problem is, it will be the Zionists, not necessarily Israel or Ukraine. I would just say the Zionists are basically trying to. They're moving pieces around. I would say, you know what I mean. In Poland, it has a very strong Jewish population, which you can also consider them Zionists also, because they're trying to take over Poland also. So, I mean, it's all history. It's all history just repeating itself, if you look at it.
Yeah, they're basically trying to take them Arabs' land, and they said no. So, like, these people are willing to fight to the last man, and they don't have the weapons to do it. But they are willing to fight to the last man.
The Crusades, the whole Zionists trying to take over Palestine. I mean, it's the whole, it's history all over fucking again, man. Like the Crusades, I don't even think the Crusades really ended per se.
No, they did.
You know what I'm saying? It stalled out for a little bit, but it's still going.
The crusade never ended. What did George Bush say? This is a crusade.
Right. He did say that. You're right. He did say that. I remember the fucking speech.
Yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu's last name was Milikowski. So this dude was born. That was his real name. And the thing about it is, he, changed his name, whatever. The IDF got his pictures and all this. This guy is an Israeli Defense Force Zionist. That's what he is. So the bottom line is, a lot of the Israeli people, they don't want this war either.
Right.
But there's nothing they can do to stop him. And a lot of these people are like, oh, yeah, well, he's going to jail. He ain't going to jail. It's just like Trump. Neither one of them is going to no fucking jail. It's not happening. Right. It's not happening. And these people have a wet dream about putting these people in jail. It's not going to happen. Just like they would say, oh, yeah, well, we're going to arrest Putin. Yeah, you try it and see what happens. You ain't arresting no damn Putin.
The Ashkenazi Jews. I think that's
Ashkenazis, yes. Those are the European Caucasian mountains.
Yeah. And that's what Netanyahu is.
We have Ashkenazi and you have
talking about the Sephardics, the Ashkenazics. Because there's lots of black Jews. There's lots of Sephardics.
Yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I think there's an element of all these religions where I think people are hiding behind them, and there's evidence of this, hiding behind these religions to execute their real goals. I mean, in my opinion, I think that what the U.S. and the entire West is going through right now is an invasion, secretly, or at least unbeknownst to most of us, from the people who wish to do these things.
Well, you got to remember, in World War II, part of the reason why we didn't enter the war was because Germany literally had people already in our government to say no. Like, they were, don't get involved. And now you have that situation, but now it's Israelis in our government. AIPAC is donating money to everybody. Anybody who they think is going to win. So you literally have lobbyists, special foreign interests, controlling this country's destiny.
And it's ridiculous.
Let me tell you something. The money that we've given Ukraine and Israel at this point, we could have built solid gold schools at this fucking point. That's how much money we've built these. That's how much we've given. We could have had school when people complaining about it's too hot in the school. We could have had fucking air conditioned schools. Every kid could have had an air conditioner.
Air conditioning outside.
They could have given the kid. Every kid could have had a Tesla for all the money we gave these motherfuckers.
A college fund or something, anything. And you can end homelessness, pay for tuition. Like,
you can end homelessness.
$1 billion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but but all for what?
All for what? It's so Lockheed Martin and them defense contractors stock go up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, some people would rather spend their money on the tail fin of a cruise missile than to send kids to school.
There's got to be something deeper than that. You mean? I mean,
it
sounds like it sounds interesting, like lobbyists, corporations, et cetera, but like to what end, though? You know what I mean? Like
to what end? To make more money.
Yeah, but what is money? You understand what I'm saying? Like you can make money out of thin air.
You need to get to the end.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, to what end are you doing this? Like, what are you doing?
It's not just about having money. It's about having more money than us.
You already got more money than us. What I'm saying is, to what end do you need all this money to have more money? What
if I told when you watch Game of Thrones, do you understand what I was watching that a little while ago. Do you understand the whole point of that show was that there were people who were willing to do anything to make sure that they stay a permanent nobility class? That's what the
game. But that's the
but did you catch the undertone of it though?
That is the undertone.
No. Were you hip to the Iron Bank?
Yeah, the Iron Bank. See, the crown was so in debt to the Iron Bank that if you remember the original king, Robert Baratheon, he couldn't get them Lannisters away from him because he was deep in debt to Tywin Lannister.
Right. He was always deep in debt.
When Cersei took over, she found out that the Lannisters were deep in debt to the Iron Bank. And if the Iron Bank didn't keep giving them money, what would happen? They couldn't pay their soldiers.
Right.
So when you look at America, America is deep in debt to fucking defense contractors. And the second that they stop writing them checks, you don't have that F-35 no more. You don't have
the problem is that first of all, you have a Federal Reserve that's not federal, so you can print money out of fucking nowhere. You can owe anybody any amount of money and still make money. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. To what end are we doing this shit for? Like, what is our fucking end game? Like we have all this technology.
When you put
laws, with people, but what are we doing this for? What is our ultimate goal?
A lot of people don't understand what inflation is. People think inflation is when prices go up. That's not what inflation is. Inflation is an expansion of the money supply.
I'm not disagreeing with you. But what I'm saying is we're having all of these problems, right? What I'm saying is, like, money can be created out of thin air. Whether we have inflation or not, money can be created. Somebody's going to have money on this planet. There's a good chance that somebody is going to have more than you, right?
Right.
That's understandable, right? But what I'm saying is we have all this infrastructure in the world on this planet, right?
Right.
To what end, though? We're doing all these things to each other. We have trade, commerce. We can control countries. We can kill people, etc. What are we doing all this for? Is my
staying in power? It's just that I don't know why there has to be a deeper meaning to it. You're staying. Listen. The mere fact that you got these people, they got multiple mansions. They're driving around in $200,000 cars. The whole point of them is to stay on top. That's it. It ain't that complicated.
That's crazy.
The only reason I go to work is so I don't end up being like them homeless people outside. That's it. That's it. Like, what did they say? They said you got three classes of people. You got the rich who do none of the work and they pay none of the taxes. You got the middle class, they do all of the work, they pay all of the taxes. And then you got the poor who are there just to scare the shit out of the middle class, keep them showing up to work. That's all it is. You're just trying to stay above the next guy. That's all it is. So they're so far ahead of us and they're so far on top of us, they're doing their best to keep their nice, beautiful, segregated community where they got their nice, beautiful gyms and everything you're not allowed to come to. They got their nice pools you're not allowed to be in. Why do you think these people go so crazy when niggas show up in their neighborhoods at an Airbnb? Because it's like, wait a minute, you ain't supposed to be here. Oh, but I rented this house. Yeah, but you still ain't supposed to be here. Call cops. But that's what it is. These people want a permanent nobility class. That's what they want. It's their version of being the Lannisters.
Or is it these people or is it all people?
I would actually, honestly, I would say all people, but there are some people who aren't wired like that. We call them communists, but that's the bottom line. These people want to stay above you. They want to keep driving their Bentleys and their Bugattis while you in your Toyota.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I like meritocracy, or if that's what it's even called.
Yeah, but they're stealing.
What's it called? Meritocracy.
But they're stealing, though. That's not a merit. They steal it.
I mean, if you work hard for it,
most of them are stealing, though.
I wouldn't say most. So most people that's well off in America are stealing?
I would say most people in America are well off for stealing.
What are they stealing?
Your money.
But let
me ask a simple question. How many times has your insurance gone up in the last 2 years? You haven't been in any accidents.
No. I asked you most people. Insurance companies are not most people. And it's gone the fuck the weight. It's through the roof because Democrats are in office and everybody's stealing cars.
But that's what I'm saying. It's theft. It's theft. Why are they stealing cars so they have more money than me?
Yeah.
It's theft. This is fucking theft. Like it's a wealth transfer. They're stealing your money and it's going into their pocket.
That's a fact.
Yeah. I mean, some people look for a deeper meaning, but what is it? Occam's razor? No, sometimes the simple solution is the right one.
It just seems like I don't know. It's just repeating. It's almost like it's repeating itself.
It's gonna
times to Renaissance to this time. It just seems like everything's repeating itself.
It's gonna keep repeating themselves. Yeah,
I know, but that's the problem. That's the fucking problem I'm having.
We're stuck in a loop.
Is it a problem or is the solution figuring out how to get to the top of the fucking spinning wheel?
The individual solution
is no top of a spinning wheel. You're always going to be going around.
Yeah, exactly. It's a spinning wheel.
Yeah,
it's a spinning wheel. If you make a mistake, you fall off.
Right. So I'm trying to get off the fucking wheel. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get off the fucking wheel. But I'm not talking about
you want to be a wildling?
Yes,
wildling. But I just think
yes.
I don't think that we don't have laws conducive to the progression of humanity. I don't think we have.
I'll take it like this. My goal is to simply retire and probably to move to Southeast Asia. That's my goal. That I have nothing as a goal. I have no other goal than that. Because to stay here in America, you'd still be stuck in that same exact cycle. But if you take your money from here and you go someplace else where you can actually easily afford to live, safer, cleaner, then you're off the wheel.
You may be off the wheel temporarily. The overall problem is still in front of you.
As long as the checks keep coming, you're off the wheel.
I'm not saying there's no individual solution. I mean, you can all find an individual solution. You can all live in seclusion if we wanted to, right? But I'm just saying overall, like
I will say this: as a financially stable American in Southeast Asia.
Oh, there's plenty of them. They're called retirees and expats.
You're off the wheel.
I mean, when those dudes move down there, they're done with America. They're done with it.
I mean,
and a lot of them, you see these guys who have these YouTube podcasts. And they talk about, oh yeah, I built a house in the Philippines for $100,000, and I got my young Filipino wife having all my kids for me. I don't have to worry about nothing, no divorce. I ain't got to worry about taxation. I ain't got to worry about nothing. That's getting off the wheel for the most part.
That's what I'm saying. But that's exactly what I'm saying. That type of lifestyle should be extrapolated throughout the fucking planet versus just certain few people. I'm not saying meritocracy shouldn't be strived upon, but I'm just saying that quality of life should be across the board.
The only reason why we can move there and live like that there is because they're poor and we're not. The average Filipino, the average Balinese, the average Thai, they make less than $10,000 a year. I make over $150,000. I make so much money that the entire family doesn't compare to my bank account. The entire family.
I'm getting cooked.
You got to understand, there's a reason why people want to be rich. It's not that they ain't got to do nothing and they can move to one of them countries. Let me tell you, I got a condo in the Philippines. Fucking shit was like $25 a day. 6 pools, 2-bedroom condo. It's called the Grass Residence. 6 pools. You can't. The average Filipino can't live like that, but I can. Yeah, no, man, we're trying to be kings. We're trying to be kings, right? We're kings.
I can dig that.
You know how they say we was kings? I'm trying to be a king.
Look! I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits. You name it! God damn it!
Oh.
The fact she was counting her fingers and shit.
I don't know when the last time you were in Bali is, but you know how it feels when you're in Bali. You can walk into their store and buy everything in the store.
I love Bali, nigga. Like, first of all, I love Fins. I know you've been to Fins.
What's Fins?
The beach club.
Nah, I stayed in Kuta.
No. Fins is like a beach club. It's a popular beach club.
Fins is where all those Australians go. I stayed away from that shit.
It's a ton of, yeah, you're right. It's a ton of Australians.
Yeah, I stayed away from them, man.
For sure.
Motherfuckers be getting drunk and annoying.
You do in Australia, you get drunk a lot.
Yeah, I stayed around the Bali people because they're cool.
No, the Bali people are cool. Like, I had to drive like 2 hours. I hate to get into that on the screen, but I drove like 2 hours a couple of times while I was there just to get some good seafood. Like from that seafood market they got. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, all right.
It's like I don't know where it is because
While I was there, I avoided seafood because I was afraid of food poisoning. Because I don't know if you had diarrhea while you were there, but they call it Bali belly. The first week while I was there, it was like I was pissed out of my ass.
I was good, bro. I eat like crazy looking ass crabs and all that shit from that seafood.
I avoid all that stuff, honestly. My Chinese girlfriend, she was anxious to get some crab because in China it's really expensive to get crab, but I was avoiding all that shit.
All right, well, I was gonna make a bad joke.
Yeah, I wasn't messing with
Bali was all the way down near Australia.
Bali is part of Indonesia, and it's relatively close to Australia. It's like a 2-hour.
A lot of Australians go to Bali. There's a lot of Australians. You'll meet a ton of Australians in Bali.
Australians go to Bali like we go to Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's right across the ocean and shit. Like literally right.
For me, that shit was a 30-hour flight, but I had that business class ANA Japanese Airlines. It was really cool.
I'm gonna tell you this:
30 fucking hours.
From being from DC, people from Australia probably go to Bali like we go to Ocean City.
Oh, absolutely.
That's okay. I can dig that. It's right there for them.
Here.
Just think of it. It's a 2-hour flight, but you're going to like cheap beaches where the average room is costing you $20 a day, maybe.
See, you could just take a boat for real if you live in Australia. I mean, really.
You could take a boat, but it's easier to fly.
Yeah. Oh, FYI, if you look at Australia upside down, looks like America. If you look at the Australia like upside down, I'm like,
kind of.
I was like, yeah. Okay. Maybe I should take a trip to Bali one day.
It was all them Aussies. All they do is drink.
I love so I'm the opposite of I'm the opposite of Pat. Like I'm the opposite of him. I go to the spots. Yo, where Australians at? Fuck this. I like the Bali people. They cool, but like I'm trying to get lit.
You know the Australians can make it live over that joint.
Bro, I'm telling you. But anyway, Bali's a good look. Bali's a good look. Straight up. Anytime you go. I compare Bali to Tulum a lot. Bali's like a better version of Tulum, but it takes 24 hours to get there.
Right. But my point was, as a black man, you walk into any of their stores and you can automatically afford anything in their store.
For sure.
And that's the power that having the money from America grants you.
For now. But actually, probably, you got to understand, America really is the cleanest shirt in the hamper. Yeah.
So even, like, look what happened in Japan. I mean, their fucking market crashed. Like, even if we go there, we still good.
This nigga said the cleanest shirt in the hamper.
We're the cleanest shirt in the hamper.
I mean, we are for now. I mean, he's right.
You niggas just never, you guys never run out of fucking shit, do you?
You can't. You can't. And that's what your pastor, whoever that guy was, he was complaining about the fact that these black people posting all these memes that are anti-Kamala. The reason why they hate that is because they can't argue with you. If you're dropping memes, you're putting out information like a virus, and then you're just moving.
He's a fucking comedian that niggas take seriously.
But they don't like the fact that when we fight them, we don't have to argue with them. That's what they don't like. They want you to get bogged down in an argument, and they want to be able to run all that bullshit on you, your mama black and all that nonsense. But when you just drop a meme and you leave, they ain't nothing they can do about it. They just have to let it sit and think about it.
Like, yo, mama black shit don't work on me because my father was a real nigga. So
God forbid they say that shit to me. I'll be like, yeah, my mama was black. She wasn't a fucking Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah. God forbid they run that shit on me. I would vote for you to go to fucking 7-Eleven and run a Slurpee machine.
My mother would tell you, man, I ain't man, president. Are you stupid?
And it's funny because I know black women who don't like Kamala, and they never did.
Nobody ever liked her. Like, they've been forced to like her at this point.
She was a fuck buddy for Montel Williams. I don't know how she got that far.
No. She was a fuck buddy for Willie Brown.
Damn, for real?
She was 29 and he was 60.
When Kamala was young, she passed for a black woman back then. Like even when you look at her school photos, like her graduation photos, she was basically the foreign black chick that you bang, but you're not serious about. That's what she was.
And her sisters don't pass at all.
No, they all look like freaking Indians with red dots on their head.
Yeah, her sisters don't pass. She passes. That's why she went.
Smart,
and I don't know, man. Look, she passes. For some reason, she decided to go to Howard. No disrespect to Howard, but I'm just saying, if my mother and father went to like Ivy League schools and I go to Howard, fine.
Try to fit in. You're not black, bitch. I'm sorry.
But it's just, I don't know, man.
You can join the sororities. You can go to the colleges. You can wear the makeup.
If I go to Stanford and my wife goes to Princeton, and my firstborn says, "Well, I'm thinking about Howard." All right, cool.
Howard is nothing but a party school.
Yeah, it's a over exaggerated party school. But
by the way, when they keep on bragging about who's giving more money to black colleges, I'd like to just point out that all that money you giving to black colleges, all you're doing is putting more niggas into debt. Because out of the student loans, it's mostly black women. 2/3 of all of these student loans are owned by women. It's $1.8 trillion in student loans. Yeah, you're giving this money to those schools, but ultimately all you're doing is you're bringing these young black women to these schools so that they can get these degrees that they most likely can't get a job in. And they're coming out of there with all this debt and shit, and they can't buy them.
Oh, yeah. A bunch of crazy women with psychology degrees.
Oh, PhD.
You need to get that joint.
I'm a PhD. I'm smarter than your black ass.
And you will die alone with your black ass.
Listen, man. They need to ban psychology degrees.
No, it's too much money in it. They ain't banning that shit.
Right.
Do you know how many psychology teachers are expecting to get their pension check so they can go to Bali? Shit.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
Banning nothing.
Yo, listen, man. I'm telling you the truth right now, yo. If your wife or girlfriend has a degree in psychology,
yep, she's gonna divorce your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Run.
After she works your ass first, then she's gonna divorce.
First, she's gonna cheat on you, and she's gonna like fuck some other nigga, and then divorce your ass.
And she gonna think she's smarter than you because she's like, I've got a psychology degree.
Right.
And it's just like I was typing in the comments. I was like, yo, when you go to these AKA and you go to these Delta soirees and these dinners and all these things that they do, it ain't nothing but single black old women.
Very true.
So you can count the husbands on one hand out of that whole.
He will fuck you at the drop of a dime.
They all got kids. No. Well, first of all, single mamas fuck like their life depends on it. So I'll give them that.
It does.
Go to an old school Divine Nine event. Trust me. I don't know.
So I can say I'm one of these organizations, right? And I go to these parties, and you can see all the old decrepit women just trying to fuck everything moving because they can't get shit else. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, you can see all the husbands sitting down on the tables, just sitting there looking around and shit.
Yeah, they were forced. They were forced to be there.
They're sitting around talking about, yo, when the next time we're going to DR? That's all they talking about.
Yeah. And then those same black women, we're coordinating, we're networking, so that they go travel, they go to Bali. So there's a group of them. They're all dressed like cows with those big dresses on, and they all in a group. There's no men there, and they just walking around, and they have no idea what to do. So they go to the Bali swing, and that's it. It's like I'm like, is this the life y'all want for yourselves?
All their children are home. Shit.
They travel alone. And if they do happen to have a man, he ain't there.
Of course not.
He ain't there. It's just sad, man. Black women have decided that they're better than black men, and the thing is, let them go. There's no point in chasing them. There's no point.
And I hate to say it, but it's just like their liability. I hate to say it.
They are. How many black men have died because some bitch called the cops and the cops showed up and they shot his ass? How many?
I was close. Twice. Nigga, twice, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. He tried to hit me.
Yeah.
Nah, man. It's like
it ain't worth it, bro.
Yeah. I feel bad for American men in general that they have to deal with this shit, but
she'll let this nigga slide.
How many children do you have?
23.
22 baby mother. Real bad man.
I'm telling you, bro.
That's the shit that kills me. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Real bad.
Hey,
I mean, you ain't never lied, bro. You ain't never lied. Wow. Crazy
I need
conversation.
a Filipino bride, man.
What you going to the Philippines?
I think I might have to.
Have you been to the Philippines before?
Nope, but y'all making it seem like I need to go. So I need to go.
Let me tell you something. The Philippines, you'll meet a chick there like immediately. If you stay there for any length of time, it's easy to meet chicks there. But you gotta be careful because they don't use protection. So you like first night you mess with one of them, chances are she'll get pregnant because they don't use protection. They're superstitious.
I thought you was going to say you're going to catch herpes.
Nah, well,
that's what I was going to say.
Whether you catch herpes or not, you're going to catch baby rabies.
Man, hey.
They will let you shoot up the club.
Of course he will. She's like, yo,
a whole bunch of nigger babies over that joint. Then I ain't taking.
Like, yo, he at least makes $15 per hour.
Oh man, let me tell you, no, Filipinos, they're down for it. Especially black men. Oh god damn.
Yeah,
Japan want us to move there for $75,000, right?
They'll get time out of the tricking. So.
Japan's having a problem with fertility and marriage and all that shit. So a lot of the Japanese women, even the South Korean, they have like a 4B movement where it says we're not having sex, relationship, marriage, or children with the men, but that applies to their men. So if you're a black man and you're in South Korea, them bitches are horny as fuck because they're not doing anything with their own men. Yo, black guys go over there, next thing you know, they got South Korean wives.
Oh, I'm gone.
No,
I'm gone.
Philippines, you probably like the women there a little bit more. The only problem is they have like a teen pregnancy epidemic because the problem is a lot of their men don't want to get married, so they knock these women up and then they leave them when they're young. But if you find one who's not pregnant, doesn't have children, and you like her and she like you, oh shit, that's a wife for life. Wife for life.
I need to move, man.
And they don't even believe in divorce.
I think you should just take one trip.
They don't have divorce in the Philippines. They don't have it. They have annulments, but for the most part, them women are not divorcing you at all.
I'm sold.
Unless you're beating them up or something.
I'm going in next year.
What the last trip you took, cuz?
Man, motherfucking when I was got married, damn near.
How long ago was that?
12 years ago, nigga. 12 years
You tripping, nigga.
Yeah, I know.
Spend the summer in either Japan or South Korea or the Philippines or Thailand. And if you spend the summer there, oh man, you're gonna have to beat the women off you.
I'm going to Japan first.
You're gonna have to get a bat.
Fuck that.
You're gonna have to get a bat. You're gonna have to beat the women off you.
Man, I got a friend that lives in Japan. I think I might go visit him one time next year. Now I'm thinking about it. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Is he married?
Huh?
Is he married?
Yep.
He's married to a Japanese woman?
Yep.
Yep, that proves my point right there.
White dude.
Of course.
Did he
but they like blacks too. Don't let anybody fool you. They like black men too.
Hey, the tennis player is a mix. She half Japanese, half black, ain't she? A little
Naomi Osaka?
Yeah.
Yeah. Half Jamaican, half Japanese.
Yeah, her mother let a Haitian nigga hit. Oh my god.
What's wrong with Haitian niggas?
We're talking shit. The Haitian niggas are cool. I'm just saying.
Oh shit!
You Nigerian nigga, they shouldn't let you hit either.
I know.
If you
I got the person got money though. I could pass at least.
If you're Nigerian or if you're African, the easiest way to go is China.
China?
Yup.
Yo, I got a cousin that lives in China, bro. He's there now. He's been there. He moved there and never came back.
I can see why.
I'm like, I don't know if he's a traitor, he's in the CIA, or he just really loves the woman.
Oh, he moved there.
Most likely.
He's in China. He went there allegedly to be a teacher. He met a woman. He's got 2 kids, and like they're married. And I'm like,
good for him.
Shit, why
I mean, we never met his kids or his wife.
Well, You got to understand, black men in America experience so little femininity that when you actually go outside to other countries and you actually experience femininity in other countries, you're basically mesmerized.
Of course. And that's why I know, that's why I'm the only person in the family. Like, I think he's all right.
No, he's doing fine.
Yeah.
I got 2 children.
I don't think he wants to introduce you guys because he doesn't want to ruin his family.
Hey.
No, what you gotta ask is, do you have any friends I could meet?
Right.
Because you gotta understand, I mean, over there, you go to Asia and you live there for a while, even as a black man, you have a whole damn family over there. Meanwhile, here in America, they're fighting for the right to kill their children.
You gotta understand, in China, right? A 28-year-old woman is considered by Chinese men standards
Shung Yu, a leftover woman. They call them Christmas cake.
So I'm like 28.
Man.
Yo, they
come over here 28.
Leftovers they can get, man.
Yeah, the Korean guys, Chinese guys, Japanese guys, they're going down to Southeast Asia. They're going to like Burma, Myanmar, Thailand, any place where they can find light-skinned Asian women, but they dump in their own women. That's the whole thing. Black men right now have a chance to go up in there and snatch them chicks up.
I'm gonna do that. The ones over here ain't worth shit.
They're not. They're really not.
But goddamn, y'all, they just the quality of women over here in this country. Just, I mean, goddamn, what the fuck are y'all doing, man? Most of y'all got 4 or 5 kids and looking for a stepdaddy and shit. Talking about I want monogamy and long. I'm like, bitch, are you stupid? Like, what the fuck are y'all?
I got a friend right now who's about to marry a baby mama by somebody else, and she's not even giving him no pussy until they get married. I'm like, are you fucking stupid?
He is stupid. Is he getting kids out of the deal?
He hasn't had none yet. And he's been messing with this bitch for like 10 years.
Jesus Christ, he's a simp.
Oh no, he's a cleanup bro. Cleanup bro. That's the term. Not a stepdad.
Yeah.
First of all, simps get pussy. That's beyond a simp.
Yeah, that's true. Simps do get pussy. Yeah, I give you that.
Disgusting.
Clean
You
up,
go to the man, let me tell you something. You go to the Philippines and you meet one of them chicks, you spend like just the day with her. By 11 o'clock that night, you in that.
That's
I couldn't make that shit up. Especially if you meet online, you get to know her before you get over there. Shit.
Damn, man.
It's not even funny. I swear, if I could move over there and never fucking come back here ever again, let me tell you something. I'd be going right now. I gotta wait till I retire.
Shit, I know I'm definitely going over there next year.
The Asian niggas is like, no, you fuck one woman. I have to go. All right, bro.
Dude, no, that's what it is. It's a damn shame. But black men have it hard over here. But you know who else got it hard? White men too.
Yeah, they got it worse than us.
Their women are fucking us.
Right.
Yeah, and they go get the Asians.
Go to court and fuck them over.
Yeah,
it's terrible, man.
Bro, honestly, you have a good point. They might have it worse than us.
They have it worse than us because they're supposed to be better than us, and they're not.
And then you go to court, you be like, yo, I'm just a black man trying to take care of my kid. Even the judge might be like, all right, fine.
You can't pay the shit anyway. Go ahead.
But as a white dude, I'm just a white man trying to. Huh?
Where my book at?
Nigga, get out of here, man. Yeah, where's the book? Where's the goddamn? So I'm gonna throw any book at you. 20 years. This is child support court. This is not criminal.
Right.
20 years, nigga. You know I'm white.
Yeah, it's even worse. Take on number 5.
Yeah, white dudes get the book thrown at them for nothing, bro.
Oh yeah,
that shit is crazy.
It's a damn shame.
Yeah, goddamn, man. Hey, times are changing, man.
When I was going through divorce court, I was seeing white niggas get cooked in the court for no reason, dog. No reason. Then my shit was up. I was like, Your Honor, I'll come before you a humble man. Nah, white niggas was getting cooked though for no reason.
Damn, man.
They were getting cooked.
Me straight, man.
By trifling ass white women that you could tell were fucking niggas. Oh, I shouldn't say that on camera. But you could tell, bro. It's nasty. The courts are nasty, bro.
Yeah.
I would advise any nigga like at this point, if you single, head overseas, bro.
Yes, get your passports. We say get your passports.
I mean, they could be being greedy too, but they don't have no laws to protect them. So I mean,
that's true. Tell my son to get his passport, man, immediately. Don't marry no American.
You know, all women have a base level of operation, but the bottom line is overseas, you just get a better quality of woman. It's just, I'm sorry, that's just what it is.
It is, yeah, you're right, 100%.
They're just not as bad.
Yeah, the culture doesn't even allow it to be.
And that's the point. The culture doesn't allow it.
But when you allow it, then you get this.
We've normalized it. We've normalized this shit. That's why you're getting it so bad.
These modern women make me fucking sick, man. I'm sorry, these make me fucking sick.
But I mean, the conversation.
Men.
But I'll do this. Mezzy, I'll give you your last words, and then Passport Bro, I'll give you the last ones, and we'll get out of here. I have nothing else to say.
Okay. All right. Yeah, my last word is vote Trump 2024. That's about it.
Look at my African American. Look at him. Are you the greatest?
Yes.
There you go. Vote Trump 2024 and get your passports.
Look at my African American. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys for coming through and watching the show. That's it for Trippin' Ain't Easy TV. Up to Speed with Trip Simpson, episode number 77. We're out. Peace out. Catch you on the next one. Thanks a lot.